What up, what up? It's the Realest Podcast 7. We back. It's your boy C. Diddy.
Y'all know what the fuck going on.
Big Dan's here.
I'm here.
The Hookah's here. And we are chilling, man. We're here at the Fantasy Factory getting these episodes in on a holiday. Forgot it was a holiday today.
What's the holiday?
Columbus Day.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
Yeah, Columbus Day. It's the anniversary of when a white nigga showed up to some shit that was already rolling.
Yeah.
Planted his flag, gave
Fuck
everybody
y'all doing
disease. Gave everybody a disease, you know what I'm saying? And just kept it pushing. Got a holiday named after him. Colonialism, ladies and gentlemen.
Y'all planting shit? Oh, shit.
So you mean to tell me it's like a whole, like, community
Civilization,
here? It's whole
right.
civilization here? Like, what?
Only Christopher who acknowledges Wallace.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah.
You remember when that became the most annoying caption on Instagram?
I mean, anything Jay-Z.
Every clump is there.
Oh, my God. We went a good... When did Jay say that? That was Oceans
Yes.
on Magna Carta, so it's
Yeah.
around...
That was a bad album,
14,
too, by the way.
14.
Magna Carta was good until track 5.
It was good in the moment.
No, the first couple tracks was all that.
And then it just fell off.
Picasso, baby, was my shit. Fuck with me, you know I got it. That was at work.
Yeah.
I hated Tom Ford, though.
Yo, I still
But
don't.
Oceans was that shit.
I still don't understand to this day. To this day, I still don't understand the whole premise behind Tom Ford.
Anybody got to check just to say
It was called Tom Ford. That was it.
Because the problem with the premise of Tom Ford is that Future pops Molly and rocks Tom Ford. So that just blows your whole little theory up right there.
Game 2.
Yes.
Apparently, yeah.
So I didn't get it. Cool line though, I think. Maybe.
Fuck with me, you know I got it. Picasso, baby, and Oceans was all that.
Yeah, fuck with me, you know I got it as like all time great Jay-Z records.
I personally think Rick Ross should have won an Emmy for that.
Should have won an EGOT.
Yeah,
for,
for that shit. That was excellent.
Yeah, he got busy, man. For those of you watching on YouTube, y'all just saw the Money Lovers trailer. Money Lovers is a romantic crime thriller focusing on cryptocurrency thieves. So we doing some new millennium thievery in these movies. You know what I mean? In this film by Kyrie Terrell, you'll see a ruthless female hacker and a savvy detective go head to head only to fall in love and have to choose money or love. Stars include Tiffany D. McLeod, Francisco Joseph, Marco Rosario, Melissa Mahal Sheik, Nikki G. Hewitt, Richard Porter Nunez, and Kyrie Terrell himself. Get your tickets today for the premiere at moneylovers.eventbrite.com. That's moneylovers.eventbrite.com. That the premieres are going on 10/27 to 10/28. So we got 2 days of premieres for local here for the Philly audience before it goes to Tubi. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets to that. That's moneylovers.eventbrite.com, moneylovers.eventbrite.com. And again, for those of you watching on YouTube, if y'all missed the initial trailer, we'll be showing it to you again a little bit later here. But shout out to Kyrie, Focus Films, everybody, Focus Studios, and everybody from the team over there for constantly rocking with TRPE, for supporting us. For those of you that, you know, been long-time watchers, y'all know around this time last year, Kyrie came on the show, gave us the whole breakdown of the indie film game and everything like that, and he's just a big supporter, big fan of TRPE, and he rocking with us. So shout out to him, shout out to Money Lovers, the whole crew. Fun fact about this film, they actually filmed part of this movie in my old apartment, at the crib or whatever like that. The downstairs club areas, whatever, a couple other common areas, and did some stuff in my apartment. I think my apartment stuff got scrapped. So I think I lost my producer credit because of that.
Man.
I don't know.
That sucks.
We'll see. We'll see on the 27th.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, the same way with the Work Bay premiere, I made sure I bought my tickets, pulled up and all that. I'll be in the building. So make sure y'all come through TRPE heavy for the Money Lovers premiere. Moneylovers.eventbrite.com. That's moneylovers.eventbrite.com.
I love having a partner in this thing. It's not me by myself because you go to all the functions.
Social shit, yeah.
Now we repping. You know what I'm saying? That's perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Represent the unit.
Yeah. Oh man.
T-unit.
T-unit, right. Hey, how out of his mind is 50, man, for that mini-men shit?
Oh, he's insane.
Yo, man. And if it's people really on the post like, you the GOAT, bro. I'm so inspired. Damn, this gave me chills. And I'm like, this did not happen.
Things I tell y'all earlier, I'm going to take things that didn't happen for 1 million, Alex. That's actually today's daily double.
Yo, like, I don't know what Fifth was on with that. It's just, the older people on the internet is just not.
It makes it a strange place.
And it's so weird because we've just gotten to a point now where nobody fact checks anything.
No.
We just run with whatever.
The
We don't.
sources, trust me, bro.
Yeah, feel me on this. Yeah, exactly. That
Sources, come on, dog. It's me.
that was strange. The what's been going on this week? Did we do anything?
Nothing really particular. It's not a lot going on in news.
No, I mean like us. Didn't we do stuff
us.
this week?
No.
No, we went out this week, didn't we?
Nope.
Yeah, we did.
Went to the game last week.
We went to the game. That was Monday.
You went to Kevin Hart. I didn't go.
Oh yeah, okay, Kevin. That was Friday.
Yeah. You and Kev went. You and Kev went to Kevin Hart on Friday. I looked at the photos. I seen everybody's Instagram. Look mixy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Look hella mixy.
Hella mixy.
Her people's girlfriends was with people's boyfriends. It was like, you know what I mean? Like it was a lot going on. Saw Spank had a terrible outfit. Spank, what are you wearing? Spank had a terrible outfit
give me
on.
some spooky John. When Spank came out, and I fucked with
love
Spank.
Spank.
Because let me tell y'all,
He had a terrible fit on.
Spank been on this show twice, and Spank is our guy. And I'm going there. Spank set the other night was like, yo, Spank really nice.
Spank has arrived.
Spank nice. Like, I think I'm a funny nigga. Spank really like a funny motherfucker. Like, he was like, you don't realize you're a bad parent till you go pick your daughter up from school. He's like, I'm thinking I'm doing some cool shit. I mean, I'm gonna get my daughter, take her out, go have a nice little day to day, you know, go get some food, chills. Like, you know, because I'm a good parent and shit. He's like, we're walking to school. The motherfucking principal was like, oh, sure, Mr. Horton, yes. What homeroom is your daughter in? He's like, shit. Shit.
Could you tell us who her teacher is? Man, y'all asking a lot of fucking questions.
Look, she this tall, she dark skinned. That nigga said shit. Spank was funny as shit.
Oh God.
But when Spank came out, I was like, yo, is Spank, is it just me or Spank dressed like he about to go to a cookout? Kev was like, yeah, in 2014. Spank fit was crazy.
Yeah, Spank was dressed like a black camp instructor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling the orange baguettes he had on, the shoes and shit.
I thought they was Vans.
You got the leather Vans.
The leather Vans. That's what I thought he went with.
The orange puppies.
Yeah, he took it back to the flannels and the Abercrombie and Fitch jeans days. I was like, damn, Spank.
Those jackets? I didn't know they made jackets in a 38 tall.
Yeah, no, I just touched down. I got to run American Eagle real quick for this show.
Where's American Eagle at? Montgomeryville Mall. Yeah,
yo, it's a Hollister right near where you live, right?
Past the Chamonix. Gotta go mad far to find a Hollister in 2020.
So they said it's a joint in Fairless Hills. So you give me a ride out?
That shit's right up the street. You know what I'm saying? It's Morrisville, Fairless Hills. Boom, boom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, they got a little Italian place over there in Bensalem. Got real good hoagies. We get one of them on the comeback. We straight. But nah, yeah, Spank set was all of that. Naeem was funny. Joey Wells had a big ass hat on. I know that. That hat was gigantic. It was like
Got on a Super Future hat.
Super Future, yeah. Like that was a
He had the rating on.
yeah. What was Future name around that time? Everybody was calling him.
Oh, shit.
During the DS2 era.
Pluto.
Yeah, that was a Pluto. Yeah,
That's
that's exactly what it was. Before Hendrix, he was Pluto. Yeah, that hat was big as fuck. But he was funny. They were all the Plastic Cup Boyz were fun. They were really, 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 really good. And it had, I've been thinking about wanting to do this shit. And it had me like, damn, like, yo, they fucking it up right now. Like, this is admirable. Kev came out and hand claps, yo. I'm going there. Kevin Hart, new stand-up. Might be his best job.
I told y'all.
It low key.
Told y'all.
Did he do the Mexican nigga with the plane legs?
Yeah.
Hey yo, dog. That shit was so fucking funny. He said the dogs was looking in the windows. The plane. Dog. It was excellent. And I thought he was going to be a little cheesy with the whole bat because I knew where he was going with that coming out. But it was like 3 minutes in, he just, and even the bitches looking like ants.
Yeah.
That joint was like, it was funny, but it was cheesy Kevin Hart. But he just flipped this switch, and he's hitting on a level that I've never seen him go at, like going at people. That Tyrese shit.
Oh my God.
We gonna die together because we family. It was excellent.
Yeah.
Like it was really, 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 really good. And I'm not gonna hold you, dog. I left out that motherfucker like inspired. Like it was 16,000 motherfuckers in there the other night. You know what I'm saying? Like it was decent.
Yeah.
Seeing, like, we sitting on the floor in the Wells Fargo. Like, this is dope as shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sixers be right here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that part of it, and just seeing the juxtaposition in the crowd where you got all the bitches who look like ants with their bodies all done the fuck up, and then you got white people in jean shorts. And this crowd is half and half.
Yeah.
Not bullshitting you. I'm talking about white families was pulling up in that mother. It was a sight to see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Kev coined the term comedic rock star. He's absolutely that, because when you go to his shows, the diversity that exists, and you still see people getting dressed up and shit like that to come to his shows, and then you see the other ethnicities as with their toe thong, flip flops, or whatever the case may be. But for black people, going to go see Kevin Hart is a big fucking deal. Like, we show up
and Kev, shout out our Kev, Harden, like Kev, he like this is a big fucking deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, like that's one thing us as Philadelphians at times we kind of like forget. Like we kind of forget that like like they weren't always giving out rap Grammys. And the first one they gave to a nigga from West Philly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we forget that, like, every decade has a, like, superstar of comedy. The 70s had Richard Pryor. The 80s had Eddie Murphy. The 90s had Martin. Like, we forget this shit. And, like, Kevin Hart for, like, the 2000s, if we want to keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who to put in front of him for the 2000 through 2010s. I don't know who to put in front of him. Mike Epps and Cat Williams had a John. Steve Harvey had a John. But Kevin Hart he got it, and he's that guy for this last 15 years. And just getting better, doing more, doing like you talked about Mark Wahlberg the other day. These motherfuckers don't sleep
at all.
And if they don't inspire you or motivate you to, like, I sat there just like, this nigga really got 16,000 people in the fucking Wells Fargo Center to hear him and Spank in that outfit tell jokes. Jokes, my nigga. Ain't you, like, not trying to be funny. You know, with the Sixers, you might see somebody might break a backboard.
Right.
You understand? You come here for Barnum and Bailey, nigga, it's going to be people putting their heads in tigers' mouths and all kinds of crazy. It's 4 or 5 niggas up here telling jokes.
Yeah, for 3 hours.
And they got this joint rocking, and people left satisfied and happy.
Hell yeah.
Kudos, my nigga.
Yeah. And something I just, we talk about Kevin Hart a lot on this show just because of, again, he's from Philadelphia, but even more so just his mettle as a man and how he expresses himself and his appreciation to not only just his audience, but like his contemporaries and stuff like that. And I just watched his Drink Champs episode a couple of days ago, and I just thought it was awesome how he made it a point to basically like dispel a lot of the like typical tropes associated with like the entertainment industry and comedy and shit like that. And he was basically saying like, yo, people always say like, yo, it can only be one black star at a time and this and this and this. And he's like, yo, he made it a point to say, me, Dave, and Chris Rock are all on tour right now. We're all killing it. We did shows together in New York City at Madison Square Garden. I gave Chris a fucking goat because he's one of the fucking goats. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, that whole thing of like, yo, it can only be one. And he's like, it's bullshit. It's like that shit doesn't even exist no more. And I'm creating economies and places and spaces for black people and other people that are deserving of opportunities to thrive and to be able to do stuff through, Heartbeat Productions and, his live show and just all this different stuff, man. And it's like, that motherfucker is super duper inspiring, just like in general. And like, he's a fucking machine. And there's people like him, Mark Wahlberg, The Rock. These guys are all made of the same stuff. And this is the reason why every year it's like, oh yeah, 110 million, 88 million, 90 million, whatever the case may be, because they don't fucking sleep, yo.
Dog. Seeing that many people of that many different walks of life, that many creeds, that many just differences come together in that building for them to tell jokes. It was excellent.
Yeah.
It was just great to see. Thank you, Kev, for that. I thanked Kev. He didn't respond to the text, but, whatever.
He responds when he wants to.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Got shit going on. But it was very, very good. That was the good. The bad.
Okay.
Can I get a spooky button one time?
Alrighty.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They don't need no popcorn.
Don't need no popcorn. They
ain't got to pop no car.
They don't need no motherfucking ham, no motherfucking bone shank. Nothing, nigga. All we need is some Kevin Hart tequila. That's the only thing you could drink in that motherfucker. I asked for a water. She said, "You want a water with tequila?" Like, dog. That literally everywhere in there. The outdoor. Kev was like, "Yeah, can I get some Casamigos Reposado?" She was like, "Oh no, we got Kevin Hart Reposado." Cool. Like,
got this Cormino Reposado,
whatever
nigga.
it's called.
Nino Lino, nigga.
You couldn't get shit in that motherfucker outside of some Kevin Hart liquor. And then it was no food. Like they had the couple little stands had like popcorn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How the fuck I'm supposed to soak up all this tequila?
Dog. You know the lounge down that like it's called the Shift Club now or whatever? That joint was like just nothing. Like just
bare bones.
Just nothing. Like nothing was down there. Where the little cheese and ham table?
No, I ain't none of that. Wrong night, playboy.
You coming Friday, nigga?
You gonna have this whole shit restock Friday.
Like, it was nothing in that joint. We left starving. You know what I'm saying? We left starving. You know where we went when we left? We went to Wendy's. You know niggas was hungry. Hungry. We went to Wendy's. The parking was $35.
That's more than the Sixers game.
Exactly.
Paid a 30 ball to park at the Sixers.
Nigga, the Sixers 22. You know what I'm saying? If you come to the right window and shit, I'm like, yo, how is the parking at the Sixers arena more than the damn Sixers? Kev, get parking.
Yeah.
Got all that shit.
Gotta upcharge. You know
gotta get them.
Sixers play 41 of these.
Yeah,
you know
I gotta get them while they're getting good.
maybe 55 including playoffs. I get one crack at this.
Dog. Like 35 for parking. You got in that joint. It's like, yo, like, where's the grub at? They don't need
no hot dogs. They don't need no Philly soft pretzels.
Kevin Hart is family.
Kevin Hart gonna tell these jokes.
Yo.
You gonna drink some of this Cormino. You gonna drink some of that there.
You gonna go ahead
go down to the Wendy's.
Yeah, go in to Xfinity Live
Get you a
open
5
till
for
2 a.m.
Get you a $5 biggie bag.
Don't fumble the bag. Oh, yeah.
Oregon Avenue, right on down there, about 3 miles down.
I believe that there Woodland Village still might be serving food at 3 a.m.
24 hours. I could be wrong.
The last time I had a play over there on Woodland Avenue, I got some food from the village at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Believe it or not, nigga, bought 10 bricks. 1983.
Yeah, I got me a 12-piece chicken tender as soon as I made that there transaction. Like, dog, it was no food in that joint.
That's nuts.
So that was definitely the bad.
Okay.
The ugly. Dog.
Whoa, wait, it gets worse. Drinking Coromino, so I'm dying of thirst.
You go to these comedy shows, and the comedy, it's just different than what it was in previous years.
Absolutely.
When you would go to these comedy functions, you know, in the early 2000s, even the middle 2000s, you know, we weren't at where we at with technology and smartphones. So they've implemented now the new thing of locking your phone. Lock bag. They give you a bag, they lock your phone up. And I'm a phone nigga.
Right.
I like being on my phone. I just like having access to my phone. I put my phone in the bag as reluctant as I don't really like doing it. But I'm like, hey, it's 2 to 3 hours. Put the phone in the bag.
What's the worst that can happen?
Put my phone in the bag. Come in, and you know, like I said, it's all different walks of life. You got white people, you got black people, you got young people, you got old people. We were sitting in behind an older couple. the man literally, you could see the pouch in his back pocket. He never gave a fuck.
Yeah.
I saw a young black woman. I'm assuming this chick listens to a lot of Glorilla. You know what I'm saying? I would make the assumption.
I'm sure Cardi B is her favorite artist.
I saw this bitch bite open her pouch. I seen that. Yeah. She was tugging at it immediately like, it's no fucking way. She popped that joint open. I was like, yo, do mine.
Oh, shit.
My teeth ain't that fucking strong. I was like, do mine.
Damn.
I'll give you $10. Do mine.
Bite a nigga dick off.
Bite it off.
God damn.
I saw motherfuckers leaving out when the shit was in. The motherfuckers was leaving because we all had to leave, and that I didn't like leaving at the same time. It's like we didn't realize that the lounge would be popping because we was like it was so dead all through the joint that after the thing was people actually there. I'm like, damn, we'd have chilled there for a little minute. So it's like you leaving out. Motherfuckers was showing each other footage and shit. Yeah, look at the joint I got right here. You know what I'm saying? Just like that shit is a big deal to people.
You know they kicked DJ Envy out of a show
They
before
almost
for
put
using
Meek out the other night about that shit.
using his phone. Yeah, they don't fuck around.
And I guess I understand, but like it's me. You with Kevin Hart before this shit.
Right.
So it's like I get coming out and being on your phone. You ain't on no hoe shit or being on the weird shit. But them Roman security niggas is not. They was told
They some head busters.
Yeah. They was told any phone, get them out of there. You know what I'm saying? So they was on some shit with him like, yo, you taking nigga, what you doing? Like you can't have no phone. He like, man, y'all not taking my fucking phone. Are y'all kidding me right now? You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, they let him rock. And I was just like, damn, I gotta drop an album. Because anybody.
What's my dreams at night?
Yeah, anybody else would have been. I get it.
Yeah, that shit start having an existential crisis.
Anybody
like,
else would have been the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying?
So we ball really did penetrate culture, huh?
Yo.
You get to stay in this joint.
So the weed ball, the phone shit was definitely seeing people like, and even Joey Wells spoke on that shit. He was like, young people like, fuck, I gotta lock my phone up 3 hours. Man, you know what I'm saying? He's like, and that's how I know I can do stand up because what he said, he didn't make it as funny as like.
Right.
I'm just like, he was like, old people like, 3 hours, that ain't my nothing. I'm like, what he was supposed to say is old people like, oh shit, here, what do I gotta turn the phone in? Right. like when you go to court, and I'm just like, yeah, that. But that's real. Older people don't give a fuck. Younger motherfuckers was the ones that was like, man, 3 hours, this thing's crazy. Yeah,
because it's like, how am I supposed to do my cloud extraction by telling people I'm at Kevin Hart show if I can't have no phone?
And we walking through the joint or whatever, the boy was like, you can open them Jones. I was like, how? He was like, you're a fishing magnet. I'm like, I forgot my fishing magnet.
I didn't know this was Bass. I didn't know I was going to Bass Pro Shops on the way here.
I forgot my fishing magnet, bro.
Fishing magnet.
Yeah. And he looked crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Of course he did.
Little Latino nigga. You know how them like Latino stereotypical gangsters looked back in the early 2000s, like with that little derby.
Looking real conspicuous.
Yeah, one of them little Boston plane derbies.
Got a Bossellini on.
He had one of them on. And also in the ugly, Philadelphians with the cool shit. You know what I'm talking about.
Exactly what you're talking about.
It just like
yeah, who said something? I don't even see
because I don't see nobody.
I don't see nobody. You know, you see me, but I don't see nobody.
I treat this shit like a headshot. I don't see nobody around here. And it's so crazy to me that be going on. Because I saw people and it's like, why not just speak?
Yeah.
I literally I told you I saw Deb. Deb was like, what's up, man? I'm like, what's up, Deb? You know what I'm saying? We don't even follow each other no more. There's no reason to be strange.
Shout out Deb. She hooked us up with that D4M Sloan interview.
Yeah, people, I don't know if that they underplay social media or overplay social media. That's one of my. I'm gonna make that my y'all weird for the week. Well, I got 3 y'all weirds this week, but
it's a busy y'all weird week.
It's a busy week, man. Y'all people who be like, I don't even be on the gram like that. Yes, the fuck you do. You don't
deep in the gram.
You be deep in the gram. You don't miss a motherfucking post. You ever have a chick say that or a nigga say, I don't do this Instagram shit? Why every picture be like this biscuit head bitch and 3,800 others like this photo? How the fuck do y'all not miss a gram? I don't do this grand.
Shade Room, Tea of the City, Gossip, Spiritual World, all know
They
the
on
post notifications.
every motherfucking joint.
Post notifications on. They right on it. First.
Like by.
Dog. But seeing Philadelphians just be like, and it's funny because QDZ and his podcast, they had somebody on there this past week, and he was talking about moving away, and he was like, I was just like so stuck in like my Philly ways, and he was like, once I actually moved away and got into being around a different people from a different area, you realize just how much of a hindrance it be, because it trains you to almost like how you said before, everybody's VIP. Nobody's like it's insanity to see it at times, yo. Cause there's no way on earth you gonna see me say hello to me and I walk past you. It's just never gonna happen.
It's a wild existence.
Something tragic would have to there has to be something going on. My heart is failing. Something crazy.
I ain't get enough oxygen to my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, seeing Philadelphia people in the wild is always Is always an experience.
In the wild.
And you know what gets worse at when they out of town.
Oh,
you see
my
Philly
goodness.
people in the wild, them fucking event weekends and all that shit. And you see it's like the motherfuckers who you know for a fact hate each other, hanging together in the name of a section. I mean, you know, I don't fuck with the nigga. He's a bitch ass nigga. Fuck my baby mom, but he got a trade to the section. So like, he good? Yeah, he cool. Let him through.
It was unbelievable. One thing Kev said before he got on stage, he was like, I love this, doing this here and having this like this because it brings everybody out and it shows the good to Philadelphia. He's like, Philadelphia gets highlighted for a lot of his bad shit, but right now is a good time to be a Philadelphian. And he mentioned that the Sixers are NBA championship favorites going into the season, and the Eagles are 4-0, and they won again. They beat the Cardinals 5-0. And he completely left out that the Phillies just swept the fucking Cardinals in the first round. They playing the Braves now, and Philly sports is on fire.
Philly sports is back, baby.
Yeah, might have to converge.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to get to one of these Phillies games, man, for sure. I was just talking to Maul when I was getting my haircut on Saturday morning about getting to one of these Phillies games because apparently the Braves look like they're gonna end up winning this shit. But I gotta get to one of these Jones.
The Braves, you figure the Braves done won the NL East Jones for like I think 5 years in a row now at this point.
Yeah, the Braves is back.
It's like David Justice and Fred McGriff out that motherfucker.
Yeah, Chipper Jones.
Yeah, the Eagles is figuring out a way to get this shit. How do you feel about Jalen Hurts?
I fuck with Hurts.
Jules hates the nigga, and I told him I was gonna do this shit on air. He didn't want Jalen Hurts. He still don't want Jalen Hurts. And I'm like, yo, I like Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
I ain't even an Eagles fan, but I fuck
And they
with
don't
Jalen
cost you shit. The best way to construct a team and be able to position yourself to win a Super Bowl, because there's so much attrition and parity in the NFL, is you coach up your young quarterback that's on a rookie scale deal, and you spend that money that you normally would have to spend on a top flight quarterback on all the skill positions, and that's how you win a Super Bowl effectively. The Kansas City Chiefs did it. When Carolina Panthers made their championship run, Cam Newton was on a super duper cap friendly deal and all that shit. Like, that's the way you make the most of it in a league that has like a hard fucking cap or whatever the case may be. So for Jalen Hurts to be doing what he's doing right now, literally like breaking records for rushing touchdowns and all of that shit as a quarterback and everything through his first 24, 25 games and this and this, is like, I don't see how you can hate that. Like, right. The motherfucker is on a super, like, a welfare deal at this point compared to, what he's doing. And it took him some time to figure it out and to get it together. But once he got a offensive-friendly coach that could build the team around him and got him some fucking weapons, that nigga out there going crazy. Yeah. He looked like McNabb.
Yeah. I think Jalen Hurts looks pretty decent.
He looks fantastic. Especially, considering his paycheck. He makes it 10 times more impactful compared to like what he's making. Because
I told Jules, I'm like, he could be Russell Wilson.
Exactly.
Russ is stinking it up down there.
Did you see the meme with where they put Russell Westbrook's head on Russell Wilson?
Yeah.
Is that Future got tryouts this week?
Yeah, Young Scooter said Future got quarterback tryout for the Broncos this week. 245, nigga.
Yeah.
245 million, niggas trash. He looks like he's getting exposed. It looks like he was a system quarterback almost. Like,
I just think that, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. What if your good years are just behind you? What if you just used all your good years?
No, and to that point, right?
When did he start?
Like 8 years ago.
Yeah,
So about 2014. There's been a few times in sports where a motherfucker was good and then they was corny as shit the next season. Like this might just be one of those times where it's like a nigga be good as shit and then he be like, oh shit, and then age, father time catch up and whoop their ass.
Who's that
all summer
that you can think of?
I think McNabb was like that. McNabb was good as shit for a long time. The nigga went to Washington. He was trash. Couldn't play football no more.
Yeah.
Kurt Warner was like that. In a vacuum, Kurt Warner was fantastic. One season, he came back. He was still the starter like the Giants. He was terrible. Nigga led the league in interceptions and fumbles. He was horrible.
Yeah, Kurt Warner got a movie out this show.
Yeah, that was a pretty bad movie, but I watched it.
I ain't watch it.
Hashtag down bad with Chad.
Yeah, I ain't watch it.
Pretty bad. There's a couple basketball examples too that I used to always reference. I can't really think of them right now on the fly, but it happens. Okay. Like some guys, everybody's not going to be LeBron and going to age gracefully still be in a prime, damn near looking 40 in the face. Like
just call it what it is. Like Kobe had went off a cliff. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Towards the end, like
remember that one exactly. Remember that year that they had Kobe ranked as like the 62nd best player in the league, and he was really. We found out in 4 games he was the 162nd best player in the league. Like, he was awful.
Yeah, it's hard to stay up there.
It's hard,
very hard. Everybody's continuously. Jalen Rose said it best. Like 25% of the league not even gonna be in the league next year. Yeah. This shit moved too fast. These motherfuckers are too good. It's people constantly rolling in, trying to get spots and change. Look at Trevor Ariza and motherfuckers like that. People who reconstruct their whole entire game. Look at Ray Allen. Ray Allen was not a spot-up corner
Ray Allen was a chest-to-chest finish at the rim with a rounded-out mid-range game and a three-point and could shoot the ball, but he was trying to finish at the rim.
We went to the game the other day. James Harden said off season, I'm in shape. I done lost all this weight. It's over. And I'm telling y'all, James Harden looks exactly
4-inch vertical.
The same he looked last year. That nigga looks exactly the same. He could not dunk that ball.
No.
I was just like,
he has no lift.
No. Motherfuckers blowing past him still. Spider blew past him a good 6-7 times. Like, I think the Cavs are gonna be all right.
No, Cavs gonna be good.
They're gonna be all right. I don't think they got a championship run in them, but I think they're gonna be all right.
I think the Sixers. I think appropriately so. The Sixers got a championship run in them potentially.
James Harden is really. It's all on him. I'm just keeping it a buck. Like Tyrese Maxey is good. Joel Embiid. I ain't gonna hold you. I like Joel Embiid at times. Just the flailing around and all the them Euro steps. Them pre-Berlin Wall Euro steps.
You ain't feeling the Euros?
Yeah, like it just it.
I just look at the team, the way they're constructed. They've never been since that like Ben Simmons run they had where they fucking won 17 in a row and all that crazy shit. They haven't really been 10-11 deep like this before, where they have players that can kind of fill multiple positions.
When I look at James Harden now, I struggle with believing that at one point he was able to score 60 points in a game.
Oh, for sure. He's a shell of himself.
I just it doesn't even make sense looking at him.
He's almost not even the 22 8-8 guy that played for Brooklyn a couple seasons ago.
I don't know what the hell happened, but it's gonna come down to him. If James Harden decides he wants to put the ball on the floor and dribble, you see the other night he made the nigga fall.
With Charles Barkley say dribble, dribble the air out the pass.
You ever see that joint with the dog bouncing the ball? It's just like that shit. And it's like, yo, if he decides he's putting his head down and just getting past motherfuckers, there's no one that can stay in front of him for the most part. He made a nigga fall the other night. Crowd went crazy. Missed the shot. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, yo, it's going to come down to him. If he's on some shit, the Sixers going to be on some shit.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
You can't put all that on Joel and Maxey and be like, damn, why y'all not beating Brooklyn? Or why y'all not beating this? And it's just, I personally, I don't think so. But
I mean, I'm expecting. I'm looking at the Sixers like
I've always been critical of Harden.
Yeah, I'm expecting Harden to be like a 18-7-7 guy. I'm expecting Maxey to make a big leap forward, and I'm expecting Joel to be a top 3-4 MVP candidate. And then you fill in with effort guys and multi-positional players, guys that can play 3, 4, 5 positions. When Tobias Harris, who can average 26 and 6, is your 4th best player, I think you in good shape.
I'm gonna tell you why though. I went to a lot of games this past year. I went to Maxey's 2 best games of the year and Tobias' best game of the year. You know what was going on at both of those games that I'm talking about? Joel Embiid didn't play.
Got it.
And it's like that's when Maxey and Tobias can actually open up the actual left side of the court.
Yeah.
Because Harden's on the right side for the most part, and then Joel Embiid is coming off of the fucking post to that right, the baseline.
Yeah.
But it's like with Tobias, he's kind of just like out there when they run in that game.
Yeah.
So it's like you picking up scraps here and there. And Maxey, he can get off a little bit, but it's like low key, Maxey and Harden is both ball in the hand motherfuckers.
Yeah, for sure.
So when Joel wasn't playing, Maxey and Tobias took fucking from Memphis, John Morant and Desmond Bane into the deep waters. They went shot for shot with them niggas and won the fucking game. Me and Rob was there. And it was just like, I didn't have Maxey and Tobias versus Bane and Ja being the game of the year, but somehow we had that. That was one of the best games I've been to. Maxey and Tobias both finished with 30. Ja, they all had 30. Desmond Bane had like 28, Ja had 33, Maxey had 35, and Tobias had like 31. They was getting it the fuck in, but them niggas wasn't on the court. So it's like, that's the thing people miss. When it's like, when you put together that Super Lakers shit, when they did Gary Payton and Karl Malone, it's like, how many basketballs is y'all gonna put on the court? You understand what I'm saying?
Well, they still went to the finals. They just got out-coached.
I mean, yeah.
So when I say a finals run, I don't think that they're winning it, and I don't think that they're better than Milwaukee.
I don't either.
Because I look at Milwaukee and there's Giannis, Bobby, Middleton, and Holiday,
and fucking Brook Lopez.
And Brook Lopez is healthy again this season. So it's like, y'all definitely not better than them.
And they got the white boy coming off the court. They got Grayson. They got fucking who else is on their bench? What's his name? Light skinned nigga. God damn it. It's like right there. Hold on. I got you.
Yeah, so it's like I look at Milwaukee and I think that they're the class of the East for sure. And I would love to see Milwaukee and Golden State go at it in the final just because of the completely different styles of play. You know what I mean? And literally a bunch of trees going against, the finesse and the shooting of Golden State or whatever. Right. That'd be interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see how Golden State puts their young guys into the rotation this year with Kuminga and Moody and even Wiggins playing a more prominent role as they try to phase Draymond ass out of there.
George Hill.
Oh, George Hill.
I'm thinking who was point guard. I'm like, yeah, they got George Hill and Wesley Matthews. It's like they just deep all the way around. Like,
George Hill's like 6'4", 6'5" at a point guard. Play 1 and a 2 and can shoot the lights out at times. 38% 3-point shooter and all of that shit. So, yeah, it's like I still don't think they're better than Milwaukee, but I just feel like if they catch some breaks here and there, Chris Middleton or Giroux go down or somebody like that, they could find themselves in the finals. Now, with that being said, I think Golden State will shoot them out the building.
Golden State got some other issues they got to handle over there.
I just think that
Jordan Poole looked nice last night, though.
Oh, man. Nigga. He must have hit Draymond ass with one of them in practice. Yeah, like, pussy, you don't never spin no ball on me, nigga. I'm the veteran leadership. Yeah, whatever, nigga.
Yeah, Drew. Yeah, he looked pretty good last night.
What did you think of Draymond's apology?
I thought it was pretty on point for what it should be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He didn't try to like deflect and be like, oh man, I can't believe the video got, no goofy shit.
No, he did later on.
Oh, he did. I missed that.
It's extended version of it that ESPN chopped out where he went on for 3 minutes about why's the video out. And that kind of killed the initial apology.
Sorry.
Yeah, it turned it into spooky hours.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Because I saw the initial one that ESPN chopped up and put out where he took full accountability, apologized to Jordan, apologized to the organization, apologized to his mother and his father and his family and his friends and this and this and this. Because he's looking at that video is like, damn, a nigga shoot me in the face for this. Like, I went too hard. I did too much. You know what I'm saying? You went from trying to like almost like punk a nigga or try to back him down to like trying to physically end him. And you don't treat no teammate like that because it's like essentially you treating them like a op. Like that shit not cool. And initially the first half of his apology was spot on. He said everything right. And then there's an extended version there's an extended version where he's like, but my thing is, how's that video get out? You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan allegedly got into plenty fights with teammates. Bobby Portis and Nikola Mirotic, there ain't no video of that. And this is like, I'm just confused on the video because it's like, it's got to be some level of like privacy amongst team. We in a private facility. Like he went on and on and on about this video. And I'm just like, Oh, you want to get traded. Like, you don't get it. Okay, cool. Like, because he went from making the great apology to just completely undoing the whole apology on the back end of it. And it just was really fucking strange. And I'm just like, maybe Stephen A is right. Stephen A basically saying like Draymond wants to go to LA. Like, it's like the worst kept secret in the league. Like, he really want to leave, but he got 49 more million on the table, 25 for this year and 24 for next year. And
He wants to go to what, LA?
Lakers.
Okay.
LeBron's son at this point. So it's like he want to go to the Lakers or whatever the case may be. And
I would trade Westbrook for him.
today.
Yeah, tonight. Yeah.
Tonight. And just figure it out. Like, because Westbrook will just give you a guy that no matter what, you're gonna get 18, 8, and 8 out of him.
Right.
No matter how you slice it. But it's gonna be an inefficient 18. But you're gonna get 18, 8, and 8.
You might get more because he ain't gonna play no defense.
Because they're going to be out there scoring 138 a night. It ain't even going to matter. You know what I'm saying? I would do that trade for both teams tonight. Like, let's get it done. Westbrook in the first round pick for Draymond. Let's do it.
I would.
So apparently the Lakers are holding on to their first round draft picks because of like some mid-season provision, some NBA cap collective bargaining agreement shit or whatever the case may be, and basically the right for them to try to trade to get back into the top 6 23 draft if shit all falls apart. Because they saying that Wembanyama and Scoot Henderson are the top 2, but the rest of the top 6 are all 5-star prospects also. So they basically like, they might be able to leverage that or whatever. So they're trying to keep these picks in the event that they can package them with something later on to get back up into the top 6. Should be interesting.
Makes sense. I get
Because they said there's a deal right now where you get Buddy Hield and what's the Indiana center? Miles.
I was about to say Miles Davis.
Miles Bridges.
No, not Miles Bridges.
What the fuck is his
Turner.
name? Miles Turner. You get Miles Turner and Buddy Hield today, like right now. It's an open deal for Russell Westbrook and the 2 first-round picks, and the Lakers won't do it. Even though it makes them instant like contenders if they just do it.
I mean, I never was really crazy about Miles Turner. Buddy Hield, he can shoot.
Yeah.
You know, he became a shooter. Lakers is just in a bad way.
They're a pack.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it.
They're a pack. And they gonna fuck around and overachieve on some super dumb shit. Like, you know, the Western Conference always has like this one team every year that like overachieve. Like Utah was like the overachiever like the last 4 or 5 years. Denver had a couple overachieving years and shit like that. And then you just be like, why did you do this? Like, what was the point of this? You know what I mean? So it's like an element of that lingering where it's like the Lakers fuck around and end up being like a 5 or a 6 seed somehow, some way, get bounced in the first round of the playoffs and kill their draft capital.
Real. So we'll see what happens. Should I do another y'all weird? No, I know what I want to talk about.
Okay.
Puffy and Mase.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Puff Daddy.
My number one topic.
Oh, you actually have topics?
I have topics.
Oh, let me see. Puff Daddy and Mase on.
Yeah, Puff Daddy and Mase. I feel like I'm trapped in 1999.
Okay.
I am so confused at the plight of this beef getting reignited in such a public way. We are now 97. Yeah, we are 25 years post Harlem World.
Okay.
We are coming up on the 25th anniversary of Mase's Harlem World album, and we are still talking about Puffy and Mase being in this contract with Puff.
I mean, you got to understand something. Puffy and Mase, if I had to equate them to anything, they were hip-hop's Mario Brothers.
Yes.
Does that make sense? Like, we had saw duos. We saw EPMD. We saw, what was another one? Mobb Deep.
The Clips.
No, that was after.
Okay, after. Okay.
We had saw Mobb Deep. We had saw
Run DMC to a certain extent.
Run DMC. We saw Pete Rock and CL Smooth.
Yeah.
We
Eric B. and Rakim.
Eric B. and Rakim. We saw duos, but you got to understand, like, Biggie was alive, and Biggie was the best rapper on the planet, barring nobody. Biggie died, and like when you like Michael Jordan dying halfway through a Bulls season, You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's success.
Yeah, because you look at 1997, it's ready. It's Life After Death, it's No Way Out, and it's Harlem World.
Well, I wasn't going that far yet. I was
Okay.
more so just saying about Biggie being Biggie. Like, Biggie's the guy. Biggie dies, and it's just like, yo, what are we gonna, like, huh? And Puff and Mase just, like, changed. They broke out them shiny suits, and
They changed the game.
They started jigging and dancing, and man, listen, and they turned themselves into straight up dynamos. Like, Mase sells 6.5 million, Puffy sells almost 8. And it's like, yo, we just ripped off 15 million in album sales with these 2 albums, my nigga. Black Rob does 2 mil. Lil' Kim does 3 mil. Like, they was on fire.
Locks did a sneaky mill the next year.
Yeah, like, it just... The bad boy John, like, you would have thought that train was gonna derail, and they got like stronger. Yeah. And Puff just they just became a thing. Like, it just Puff and Mase, Puff and Mase, Puff and Mase, Puff and Mase. It's just it's you and me. Like, it's
they're tied together forever.
Yeah, like, it's just what it is. So anytime you see, and just knowing that how they fell apart over the nonsense, it's always gonna strike.
Yeah.
Because you've seen the Locks argue with Puffy on the radio. You've seen all these different videos and interviews and books and all this shit. That's the craziest shit about Puff going on the Breakfast Club and saying nobody got no receipts. And it's just like, some receipts, Puffy.
We have 30 years of receipts.
There's a lot of receipts,
Gus.
Puffy Daddy.
Yeah.
Puff Daddy. It's a lot of receipts.
And it's like, even for all the receipts that exist, there's still a lot of mystery surrounding what happens, because there's a street element of why Mase disappeared from rap music and reappeared and disappeared again. Like, there's a street element that exists, like this underworld element that people like Jim Jones and Cameron have alluded to over the years, but never in a way where it was like, this happened, then this happened, and then this happened, and then this nigga was no longer Mase no more. Like, that doesn't exist. So with all the mystery that's surrounding the story, it still leaves it for Puff 25 years later to just get on the Breakfast Club and lie. Right. Like, just blatantly lie and just be like, I ain't robbed nobody. I'm him. I ain't gotta. Because as a billionaire, like I say all the time, to the victor goes the spoils. So as a billionaire, you can get up here and say, how I'm robbing niggas. I'm up. I'm Puff Daddy. I'm Pete Diddy. I'm Brother Love. I told Bad Boy is on the shelf right now. My son run Bad Boy. It's Love Records. Like, you get to do all this posturing and just lie. When he said, yo, I did 1 album, Playboy, what's all the fuss about? I'm like, you did 3. Like, so it's like, how high is Puff to think that he only did 1 album with Mase? Like, how high are you right now? What Percocet did you take before you came on this show where you could just come on the biggest urban platform other than Drink Champs that exists and just lie? Just lie. Like, you did 3 albums. You did Harlem World, you did Double Up, and you did Welcome Back. So based on track record alone, so you did 97, 99, 2004.
Double Up was a good album, Bob.
Was a great album.
Niggas hated Double Up. Double Up was a good album, dog.
Start From Scratch is on Double Up.
You can start from scratch. From Def Jam.
No, fuckers, I'm saying Puff's the best man. I'm a bad boy, more like a bad man. That's a joint with him and my song on there.
Mase straight. What the? Oh my God, you got me thinking about From Scratch now. He said, damn, what was the line he had that just stuck with me?
Can't recall.
I'm trying to get the melody of From Scratch.
You can start your life from scratch, rewind time, and still go back. What would you change in the way that you live today? What would you leave right where it's at?
Come on. Half of the cats that flip, we all was cool, and half of the bitches I hit used to tease me in school. Like, yo, Mase was fucking that up. Half the bitches I hit used to tease me in school. He said, cats that I grew up with, I gotta contemplate killing. Like, Mase was on some shit on From Scratch.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
Because street shit was going on at the time.
Cats that I grew up with, I gotta contemplate killing.
So because the street shit is not pronounced in the same way like Rockefeller street stories and the Rockefeller fallout, it just kind of looks like Mase is like an easy scapegoat because Puff just kept going.
And Mase just didn't want to do it.
And Mase just didn't want to do it, and he didn't tell his story until 2018. He went on Angie Martinez and told the whole shit. But again, it's Mase. He got his fucking baklava on. You look like a fool. So nobody's like not taking you serious.
And that was before the shiesty craze.
Yes.
Mase might have started the shiesty.
Mase low-key started the shiesty craze. Yep.
Mase low-key started the shiesty.
So it's like there's an element of track record and experience here, right? And based on experience, it's like if Mase was such a toxic artist and a toxic person to deal with, why the fuck did you do a third album on him? The first two are par for the course. They are what they are. But why do the third album
when he was Welcome Back was years.
Was years. It was 5 years. He was in church. He on fucking TV on the church and this and this and this. And people talking about I went to Mase Church in Atlanta. It was very pronounced on what he was doing. So with that being said, it's like if he was such a toxic person to deal with, why was you so invested in the Mase comeback? Why even do it? So that's a point against Puff. Then there's the track record element of, like you said, The Lox, Sherry Dennis, G-Dep, Total to some extent.
Too Hot for TV. What was their name?
Oh, the band.
The band.
Fucking Danity Kane, Day 26, all. Interesting.
Okay.
Got Ghost in here. All of these different acts that have very public feuds with you about money. Ness, very public feuds with you about money and royalties and pub and this and this and this.
I don't know if you've ever heard.
You bought Biggie's publishing for $400,000. You had to later give it back to his mother after you made No Telling. And then you're like, oh yeah, Mrs. Wallace owns the catalog.
That was what Styles and Jada was screaming about on the radio.
You bought your man publishing, dog. Fuck is you talking about?
Jada said, he's like, yo, man, I got security, man. Like, ain't no security guard going to be able to stop a refrigerator from falling off of a skyscraper.
Come to my office, man. Y'all on this radio. Y'all did the Let the Lox Go campaign. You know what I'm saying? I let that be, man. I let that be. Jada said, bruh, you get a $300,000 advance every time I put an album out, and you own 30% of the publishing. What's wrong with you? Yeah. It's been 20 years, dog.
That's exactly how Jada talks. It's funny.
It's been 20 years, dog. What's wrong with you?
It's been 20 years. What's wrong with you?
Let the Lox go, man.
Styles like, you a coward, man. Good times, man. But yeah, no, have you ever seen Dance with the Devil?
Seen it?
Or like have seen the book?
Yeah. I'm familiar with it. Mark Curry,
right. Mark Curry used to be with, not Mark Curry from Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Fucking the rapper Mark Curry.
He was Puff lead ghostwriter around the time that he wrote Bad Boy for Life.
He's on Bad Boy.
He's on Bad Boy. He wrote it and he's
Notorious. Yeah, that's Mark Curry. But
then Gene Deal. Every time I turn on the internet, I don't care what site I'm on, it's Gene Deal talking about Puffy. Yeah. Like, you know Puffy play with them boys. Like every time. I don't care what site I'm on.
What you think about LeBron versus Jordan? I mean, Puffy, man.
Them boys. You know what I'm saying? Puffy and a very prominent rapper. Like every time I cut the internet on, it's Gene Deal talking about Puffy. He on the Art of Dialogue. He on Vlad. He on his own channel. He on fucking Choke No Joke. Every channel that exists, Gene Deal is talking about Puff. But he was just a security, so it's easy to be like, oh, Gene on some bullshit. He the security. He disgruntled. Fuck Gene. You know what I'm saying?
That Dancing with the Devil book, that shit is like, damn. Like when you think about it, it's like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Make all the sense in the world. Sean literally said when he bought the S600, he bought it back to the label, and Puff was like, what the fuck are you doing, man? He's, what you mean? I bought the
I don't own one of these.
Like, nigga, you gave me $2 million. Fuck you mean? I wouldn't have bought S6. He was like, nigga, I don't own one of these motherfuckers. Fuck you mean, Puffy, nigga? I see you S6. I mean, I don't own that shit. Like, I leased that joint.
I leased this shit and lease it back to the label.
Yeah. What's wrong with you? Idiot. Get your gun. Go to the nightclub. Even that, the whole nightclub shit. You know what I'm saying? The 50,000 ring to the joint.
That was some Puffy shit.
Dog, now I said it on the joint. I hate how he did Sean with different lawyers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just, that
was some Puff. That was Puffy's problem. Scar and the other nigga from Brooklyn had a problem with Puff. Sean was a child at the time. And before he was Sean, he was G-Sean. And he was the only fucking blood in the state of New York at the goddamn time. Him and like 4 other little dirty niggas or whatever. And people like, he influenced people like Jim Jones and Cam and all of them that started banging blood and this, and this. But he was quite literally the only blood in Brooklyn on some like, oh, what's everybody? Crips? All right, cool, I'm a blood now. Like, just woke up one day and was a blood. But his problem, and he knew those guys, but that wasn't his problem. And it got painted throughout that trial that was his problem when they was trying to stun on Puff. Like, nigga, you trying to shit on us. You coming here to our hood with this bitch, talking about J-Lo. You coming here with this bitch trying to stun on us. Nigga, fuck you. We got money too. And they threw money in Puff's face, and Sean let the thing go off. Chick got her nose shot off amongst other fucking chaos. And then Puff was like, oh, yeah, nah. Yeah, we gonna push for separate trials. Like, y'all was co-defendants. How do you push for separate trials? So Sean gets 10 years, Puffy gets nothing.
You know he had Cochran.
Yeah. And Sean had, I think, Benjamin Brofman, but it wasn't enough. Who was probably the 3rd best attorney in the country. It wasn't enough. Like, because when your co-defendant is saying, inadvertently, like, ratting on you.
Cochran really did a lot. Man. When he got Snoop Dogg off, Michael Jackson first John, OJ John, Puff John. Cochran was really, really, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was ripping it up.
So, yeah, so it's like just based on track record, it's like, yo, it's so much death and destruction in Puffy's wake. Fucking Pac is dead. Puff allegedly got something to do with that. Allegedly. You know, Suge got hit up in, Suge Man, Big Jake got hit up in Atlanta, died. They had something to do with that. Like, it's just.
Puff, don't get it fucked up. Puff. I give Puff credit for coming out as clean as he did on the other end.
Yes.
Because Puff did leave a trail of just
blood, death, and destruction.
You know, what was his man with the whole BMF?
Wolf.
Like, yeah,
that's who shot Big Jake.
Yeah.
Wolf shot Big Jake, and then Meech ended up shooting him.
Allegedly.
And then Puff is like, BMF, like, then Puff is carrying the BMF flag for 2 years. Like, it's that shit. It's the victor go to spoil shit to where it's like, oh, damn, Wolf, damn, Meech, what's up? I've been fucking with y'all niggas. Yeah. It's like that shit.
No, Jeezy, bring him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bad Boy South. Bring him on up. Ain't that crazy?
Yes. He comes out clean from
Jeezy
every
was
situation.
definitely Bad Boy South. Crazy as shit. Yeah, man.
And then to make it even deeper of how shiesty Puff is, you know Big Block got his start in the music industry from who?
Puff.
Tupac.
Oh, you're right.
He was Tupac like road manager and security first.
But it's funny though, when the Bad Boy South shit come on, do you notice Puff be like, what up, Block?
Yeah. Because it's Block ENT Bad Boy. Mm-hmm. He got $15 million from Puff, partially because of his street reputation or whatever, but he had Young Jock.
You know, Block got a baby with
Candy. Yeah. Her oldest daughter is Block daughter. Mm-hmm. And they have like an estranged relationship, but Block now is, you know, making amends or whatever with that situation. But he did a Vlad interview and he explained his whole story. So when I'm hearing about him, and he was like at the beginning of Tupac, like Thug Life era, like, and he was Pac security, road manager, this, and I'm like, holy shit, like, this is crazy. So it's like, you know, it's the allegiance shit, and it's let me absorb this into this so that there ain't no problem with this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? It's like that shit, man. Puff is an interesting character, yo. He's a hell of a case study.
It's a wild ride. Like, you got to give him credit, because ain't too many people that's going to come out squeaky clean on the other end with $1 billion, a drop top Maybach, and a pretty little bitch.
This nigga won the highest award you can win in men's fashion. Yeah. For Sean John. The highest award. Like, not no nigger fashion academy by Luca Sabat and this nigga, like, no. The fucking fashion council of like international fashion council or something like that. He won for fucking Sean John. Like, this motherfucker is an industry, an icon. But a lot of people got fucked over. A lot of people died. A lot of people got hit up. A lot of people end up in bad situations. G-Dep doing life right now. Like, it's just a lot of shit that occurred in and around that bad boy ecosystem. And the only ones that's still standing and getting money is him and Harv Pierre.
I was about to say Harv.
Him and Harv. And Harv wasn't even the original president of Bad Boy. That was Kirk Burroughs, who from Southwest Philly. from fucking 56 and Greenway. And they fucked him around and did some flim flam shit. Oh, sign this and then did this and I'm gonna sell this and get his back to you. Like, Puff a wild boy, man.
Yeah.
So the flam Kevin Childs, all this some shit.
You gotta be a gangster when you robbing other gangsters.
Yeah.
But he got a Ray Allen image.
Yeah.
I'm love.
And brother love. It's all love and positivity. Kanye told that nigga, fuck you, you a fed. Fuck you, you a fed. Don't call my phone no more.
We gonna get into Kanye. How do you feel about Mace's, how do you feel about Mace's side of this?
Here's the thing. They're both saying the same thing. Mm-hmm. Puff saying Mase owe him $3 million. Mase saying Puff owe him $3 million. And it's just like, one of you niggas is lying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing is, it's like, I've heard from people that are around the music industry that Mase did some flim flam shit and stole $2 million from Puff. Like, basically, like, yo, he came back, did the welcome back shit, this, and this, and was like, yo, I need $2 million to come back. I'm all the way back, though. Like, it wasn't $2 million for one album. It was supposed to be like a whole comeback. And he got the money, did welcome back, and then went back to church. You know what I'm saying? So I've heard that. But then Mase is also saying, like, yo,
I got the money for the new ventilation system, y'all.
Right.
Yeah.
But Mase is also saying, like, yo, my pen kept Bad Boy alive. When everybody thought Bad Boy was finished, I wrote those hits that fucking saved the company and inflated the value of Bad Boy, where you were able to go and get a $40 million bonus from Arista because you out fucking perform your fucking quarterly expectations and this, and this, and you sold XYZ amount of records. I did that. I fucking held this fucking flag up when everybody else was leaving or wanted to jump ship or blah, blah, blah. So whatever you gave me, you owed me because I should have never been in a bad deal to begin with. So that's Mace's whole perspective, and I'm inclined to, like, believe Mase, even though he's an unlikable character. Like, and I think that's the biggest part about it is Puffy is likable, Mase isn't. So because of the fact that Mase is completely unlikable and Cam and Jimmy curse him out on the radio and shit like that, people are like, oh, man, shut the fuck up, Mase. But he be making a ton of sense. Even in the 5-year foreign scenario, he made a ton of sense. He made Wallow eat his phone on the fucking $1 million of a game interview. Like, because he made too much sense. He couldn't say nothing.
Do you, are you going to the show?
I don't know nothing about a show.
Oh, yeah, they're here on the 20th. Leah Course. Mase, Jim Jones, and Mase, Cam, and Jada.
Oh, old nigga tour.
Old niggas.
Oh, shit.
It's called the We Outside tour.
Okay.
Yeah. You get it? Like, we outside. Like that shit.
That's an interesting show. Yeah. I hate the Leah Chorus Center, though.
Yeah,
I would rather see it at the Met than at the Leah Chorus Center.
Kind of rather see it on YouTube.
Is there a live stream?
Is there a live stream?
Versus, stream it, please.
Apple TV is giving out deals left and right. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, I won't be going to that jump. Like, that just feels like you're gonna meet a lot of rough hoes.
It seems that way. Yeah. It's feeling like rough hoe central. You know what I'm saying? Feeling like bitches with razors in their mouth, cinnamon Tims. Like, yeah, it's feeling real tough.
Heavy on the cinnamon trees.
Yeah. Cam got that weird fro, and he looked like Grady from like Sanford and Son now. Like, I'm not understanding it.
Cause it ain't a chin strap, it ain't a full beard.
Yeah, it's like an in between. It's like a neck beard with a blowout. Like,
I know this. Cam's gotten a lot darker over the years.
Yo, Cam dark as
He's
shit.
Black as shit now.
He's Dan complexion.
Yeah, Dan.
He was light as me when he came up.
Yeah. Cam is a dark skinned nigga now.
What is in the weed in Orlando?
One of my homies, and I didn't even catch it at first, was like, Cam looked like Victor Maitland.
Victor Maitland. Oh, dear Lord.
It was like, we was at the poker table, like, I heard that, and I was like, wait, what?
Am I hearing this right?
Said Cam looked like Victor Maitland. I couldn't stop laughing off of that shit. But no, they got a show on the 20th. Apparently, they're going on tour, though. Jada, Cam, and Mase.
Yeah.
So I don't know who's top billing or how that's going to work.
I hope it's Jadakiss.
The biggest song out of them
fear
is
it's Mase.
The biggest song out of them
is
is
Old Boy.
It's Cameron. It's Old Boy.
It's Old Boy.
I would like,
or is it Old Boy or Feel So Good?
It's Old Boy. Oh Boy's the biggest radio record in the history of Def Jam up until Umbrella dropped. Oh Boy is a juggernaut of a record.
But so is Phil So Good. Catapulted the nigga to 6.5 million sales.
Put it on the Patreon. What's a better record? Feel So Good or Oh Boy?
What's a bigger record?
Bigger record is definitely Oh Boy.
It's definitely Oh Boy.
Yeah, we talking about bigger record is definitely Oh Boy.
All right, so fuck that. What's better?
That's what I was going to say.
All right, so what's better?
So you got Oh Boy, Feel So Good, and I guess like none of y'all better than Life.
Fuck you, by the way. Why? No, why is Jada's biggest record?
Would it be why?
Why? BDS and Grammy nominated, all of that is why.
I'm trying to think the Jada. No, Benjamin's.
That's not his record, though.
I mean,
By
not on
paper.
not as far as the checks is concerned. But
All right, so yeah, Benjamin's. So
Benjamin's gonna be the biggest record ever.
yeah. So Benjamin,
can you perform Benjamin's?
you probably not supposed to,
Yeah.
but niggas is queuing up
Puffy
the
Fun,
Benjamin.
let me tell you something.
Let me tell you niggas a motherfucking
Tell
thing.
you niggas a
You on a
motherfucker.
stage on a tour with a nigga dissing me, nigga performing the Benjamins.
Puff gonna be in the box office collecting it back.
Yeah, real shit.
Puff is the craziest nigga ever. You know, Nori said Puff called him one day, was like, yo, come holler at me, man. Come to my office, Playboy. I need to rap with you. He said, nigga, don't you ever in your motherfucking life be on a motherfucking song with nobody that's dissing me, nigga. Fucking bitch crate talking crazy about me, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you? He said, so what you want me to do, Puff? He said, oh, no, get money, nigga. I ain't no hater. Talking about the damn Bang Bang record with CNN and Foxy, bro. Oh, no, get money, nigga. I ain't no hater. Like,
I ain't no square, nigga. I'm just saying, don't be doing no fuck shit. Like, that's funny as shit. But yeah, they got a show. So if I'm going to a Mase, Cam, and Jada show,
but you said it's the 20th. That's the same day as the Sixers home opener. I ain't going to that shit.
I'm just telling you what's going on.
I'm just reporting the news, bro.
Hey, listen, I'm just here.
I'm just a messenger.
You know what I'm saying?
Holy shit.
Let me make sure that I'm not tripping, that I'm actually...
Because if that's the case, they trip
Mase, Cam,
Jada tour.
Jada...
I would think Cam would have to end it though.
I think them niggas is like rotating closers depending upon...
Thursday, October 20th.
Oh, they tripping.
Yeah.
They gonna be in there by their goddamn self.
No, there's some tough hoes. Them tough hoes
hoes.
don't...
But
Them
they
tough hoes
pre-sale
don't like...
tickets.
Them tough hoes don't like basketball.
Don't give a
though.
fuck about Giannis.
Yeah, fuck about this bullshit ass Sixer shit. Nah, I don't give a fuck
Yeah,
about
they
that.
gonna rock, paper, scissors.
If I'm going to a Cam, Jada, Mase show...
Who goes first? Fuck who go last.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I would...
because if I'm Jada Kiss and I'm the king of verses, I'm not going first. Fuck y'all niggas.
If I'm going to
But
that...
it's like Jada gotta go first.
I was about to say, if I'm going to that show, I would want to see Jada first.
Jada gotta go first.
I would want to see Jada first.
I'm gonna have my fucking J Hood opening up.
Yeah.
Cause Jada just got a bunch of random shit in the pot. Like he ain't gonna have. I mean,
Like-
he gonna have it structured right though, cause he gotta make.
I would
sure.
want to see Jada first.
Because it was crazy because when Dope Shows had they like little mini tour with Jada and Fab, Jada was opening. Like Jada opened. I went to that show. Jada opened up.
I would want to see Jada first, May 2nd, Cam finishing. That's me.
I mean, Jada will always have to go first because he don't have no big records.
Yeah.
He
other than-
on big records, but he don't
Right.
have no big records.
Yeah, so it'd be like a kind of like almost like how DJ Khaled was doing the shit for the Beyonce
Right.
tour.
Right.
But it's like Mase. I don't know though, because Mase essentially do got like an album. And then he got tracks on Biggie album and Puff album, but it's like Mase is coming with one body of work that we really remember. Like even Double Up. Like
He
you're
can't
not-
perform nothing from Welcome Back.
Yes, he can.
What?
Breeze Stretch Shake.
Oh, Breeze Stretch Shake. Okay.
That's gonna get the crowd.
Okay.
Especially
Yeah, that's gonna get the crowd.
now, if it's all the tough hoes, they probably don't want to hear Breeze Stretch Shake.
Boo, nigga.
Boo, you pussy ass nigga. Fuck wrong with you? But if it's like some Kevin Hart crowd type shit, Breeze Stretch Shake is gonna work. Welcome Back is gonna work. Welcome Back, you can open with that.
I'm about to say,
He
always
gotta
open.
open with Welcome
You
Back.
can always open with that. But I just feel like Cam, like sort of like why we thought Cam would win the verses.
Yeah.
Cam could come out and he has multiple albums of like songs that went.
I'm smashes. Yeah.
Smash records. Like Cam could go all the way back to the horse and carriage shit. You know, like Cam got a lot
Yeah,
of
you gotta do Cam last because Cam can bring both them out
right. he can bring Jada out. He
Right.
can bring Mase out. He can bring Jimmy out. He can like
They can do band for TV. They can do, like you said, horse and carriage.
like if Jada's finishing the show and he brings out Chic, it's like
like,
all right. No, she cool, but you know,
That ain't why we here, baby.
yeah.
yeah, that's why Jada gotta go first, because Jada can come out on everybody's set. You got 24 hours to live. You know what I mean? He got a bunch of shit.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be interesting. Somebody, we gotta like send somebody.
Yeah, we gotta.
Yeah, we gotta get a
field correspondent. Who we gotta talk to at the Leah Chorus about media passes for this
Via
shit?
satellite.
What's it looking like out there, Dan? It's looking good. It's looking good. They got that pause there. It's looking good. Nobody been shot yet. Everybody seems to be getting in with their mobile pass.
Ain't no hookah, but it's doing fine.
Ain't no hookah, but it's doing numbers.
Yeah, it's the forecast is mostly Timberland with a splash of champion hoodies
A bunch of New York Phillies. A bunch of Yankees.
Yo,
of every color.
everybody ears in their hat. Remember that weird ass era with a fucking
It's a bunch of flat brimmed hats here, man.
yeah, where the ears would be in the fucking hat. Bad John. But yeah, they
Oh,
got
you ain't definitely gotta look out for the Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme butters.
Oh,
Yeah, Christian Combs, Diddy Jr. had them Jones on at the BET Hip Hop Awards. It was strange.
Mace could get it off with a shiny suit. If he came out with a shiny suit on.
my thing is like, what angle are they going to be doing for the concert? Like, would Mace do that? Because it's like, are you really like, even with you beefing with Poppa, you going to do the records with? You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Like,
Here for the check. Fuck how I feel about the nigga. I'm here for the money.
yeah,
Doing all these Jones.
but
He gonna do Puff verses too.
I would
He
imagine.
gonna do the whole shit.
I would imagine. You brought it up earlier when you talked about Puff with Kanye cursing him out. I feel a way about Kanye getting banned from Twitter and Instagram.
Dog, the nigga Kanye came back. Elon Musk let him back on Twitter. His first tweet got deleted for violation of terms of service.
I'm gonna tell you why I feel a way.
Welcome back.
Social media as we know it, when we talk about Twitter, Instagram, all of that, has been around for roughly 10 to 12 good years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, IG came out 2010.
Right.
So literally 12 years.
Right. 10 to 12 years of the way we know it as social media. Kanye has been spazzing on social media somehow for 17 years. Okay? This is not new. This is just what he does.
Yeah.
All of his spazzing, every single person on the planet, Drake, this person, that person, Jay-Z, this motherfucker, you name him. The only motherfucker I've never seen Kanye say nothing about on social media is Lil Wayne.
The only one.
That real shit. He's the only person I've never seen him even remotely just pull into the sphere of what he's doing on some hatred shit is him and maybe Eminem. Just because he might have forgot about Eminem.
Right.
Kanye mentioned the Jews twice, and it is
Bing,
over.
bing bong.
It is over.
Bing and bong. They got Kanye the fuck out of here.
Yo, what'd he say on Dodgeball? It is over between us, Kate. Like, it is over. Like, that shit was over quick. He mentioned the Jews twice. You're done.
Bing and bong.
You out of here. I personally, I know people like, oh, Kanye needs help. Kanye did like, not trying to be funny. Kanye bank account go up every year. I think he's perfectly healthy.
Yeah.
I think he knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, he's a rabble rouser. He wants.
Called Kris Jenner Chris Jong-un. Kanye knows exactly what the fuck he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He told Puff, I'm screenshotting everything you text me.
Right.
And then screenshot everything
He
Puff
said,
texted.
tell the Jewish man that told you to text me that you can't tell me what to do.
Yo. He was going off in the one Jordan just for no reason. And Anna's boots was trash.
He told the nigga Tremaine
I got
Emory,
on a Tremaine Emory hat too.
the
That's
nigga
funny.
Tremaine,
But not, it's a Virgil hat, but this
Yeah.
is a quote from Tremaine.
the nigga Tremaine text Puff and text Kanye and he said, "Good to hear from you, bitch." That was the opening text. Good to hear from you, bitch.
I personally get a kick out of Kanye.
This shit is hilarious.
When he
man.
go into them jaws, it's just funny. You have to laugh at
That
it.
nigga told Tremaine, he said that's the problem with black people. We too caught up on symbolism. All we own is motherfucking is the word nigga, braids, and drip.
Yeah.
He say real estate is power. Family is power. Success is power.
Yo.
Ownership is power. Niggas don't own shit.
You know what I'm rewatching? Black as Fuck.
Oh
on
my
Netflix.
God.
I'm rewatching it. Yo, I watched the first episode again last night. Well, I watched the first 3 last night, but the first one, I was fucking, the shit with his assistant. He was like, yo, this motherfucker works for me. How the fuck does he have the gaze? They went to dinner with the white couple, and the white couple was like, oh shit, your daughter's purple hair. What? Lyd? The husband was like, Lyd? He was like, no, Liddy. He looking at his wife like, you see this shit? And he's like, he said to, yeah, no, we can just take care of the bill. You know, money ain't a thing, hip hop shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were fucking hilarious. And it's like, yo, he's not lying, because they talked about it there where it's just like why he dresses the way he dresses. Right. And it's like, he's like, yo, you think this shit is easy? This shit is hard work. He's like, it's hard. You got to be online for all these drops. You know what I'm saying? You know what this shit is like? You got to go Mr. Porter. Then you got to go something else.
So if you miss Mr. Porter, you got to go to Matches?
He's like, don't let Matches not have what you want, because you got to go to Farfetch. Farfetch, bro. That's just like the fucking dark web. And it made me think of you, because how you be snapping to Judd is like, yo, he's not lying. He's like, at the end of the day, that shit comes from back then because of slavery, where it's like, yo, Sunday's best. And it's like again, bringing it full circle, going to the Kevin Hart show where like white people go to sporting events and they go to the comedy show. They don't feel the need it's no drip or drown. No, it ain't.
There's no Gunna record playing in the back of their fucking head.
No, ain't nobody pushing P. They don't. It don't resonate for them. But we go out and it's just like, dog. I told you, I seen situations where a motherfucker walking somewhere and ain't realize like, oh, it's popping this joint. I'll be back. Fuck you doing? I gotta go get my jewelry.
Right.
What?
There's too much going on in this.
Too much going on.
I'm naked.
Yeah, I can't be out here naked.
Be a fresh shirt and motherfucking Audemars, nigga.
Yeah. What it's looking like in this? There's some things in there. It's all right in this joint. I got my essentials. I'm gonna go home and check. I'll be back. Real shit.
Come back with some Loewe on.
Yeah.
Drip, hand and tough.
Purple label. Nigga. I've been waiting to wear this. See that?
No, this black label actually.
Yeah,
it's like a step above. Like,
yo. Dog. So it's like, yeah, that shit is the truth. That's what we own, is drip.
Drip swag, the word nigga, and braids.
Yeah. He's not lying. But I personally get a kick out of Kanye when he starts Kanye.
Oh, man.
It's funny.
It's the best.
It's the best. But here go the crazy part. His rants and his nonsense, you know what that was? You know what that used to be? Social media. That's what it used to be. You remember when you would see a motherfucker halfway through a rant and you go look and it's 160 pinned tweets where it's like, oh, this is a whole, let me read all of this. That was what it was. We became famous off some of them stupid ass rants just going on a motherfucker or just going on a thing. That was what social.
Now everybody's so cool, and social media is a monetization tool and an enhancement tool to whatever you're doing, that now everybody's tiptoeing around social media and not using it for like its original intention, which was expression. It was supposed to be a form of free expression and connection with people that you knew and sometimes people that you didn't know. In an open forum where there was no rules because it was the internet. And now with fucking, you
remember when Nerd was one of the funniest motherfuckers on Twitter? Nerd get cursed out weekly now because it's just a different place.
Yeah, nobody has a sense of humor.
No. The shit that used to be hilarious to us, you can't even tweet no more. I'm kind of glad my old Twitter is gone because damn, now I can start a fresh one if I want to.
Exactly.
So I never have to worry about none of them dumbass tweets coming back because there were tweets where it was just like, you can't even explain it, but it's hilarious.
Yeah, because everything is out of context.
Yo.
Everything is out of context.
Everything. I remember tweeting that dykes keep their dildo on the key hook before they go out the house. Like, it's stupid shit that makes zero sense.
I had a joint that said dykes where they, I said elite dykes where they dildo in an armpit holster like Elliot Ness. Yeah. Doesn't make any sense. But it was funny.
Oh, Kyle said when dykes take pictures, they lean on a dildo like the planner's man. That's like, what? But that was funny for 2009. That ain't funny no more. But at the time, it was hilarious. But you can't even do you remember T-Cap? We used to have a fucking ball during that shit. They won't even put that on air no more. Nope. I tell me if you think this is funny. Because I was writing shit the other day because I'm thinking about this shit and I'm thinking about how mad my grandfather was when I got a dog. Okay. And he was like mad at me. And he was like, what the fuck did you get a dog for? And I'm like, it's a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He got beef with dogs?
And I was like, it's a rescue dog. And he was like, what, like, something happened to you to rescue you? I'm like, I'm not. What the fuck do you think me and this dog about to be doing? I'm like, fuck no. And I remember telling him this. He was just like upset at me having a dog. And then I thought about it like, damn, my grandfather's 90 years old. Old black people.
Yeah, their relationship with dogs is
a severed. Yeah. I'm like, there's no therapy or Jan Van Zant that could fix that. And I just to myself started cracking up. Like, could you imagine turning on like Intervention or Jan Van Zant and seeing an old black man and a German Shepherd? I was like, yo. I'm like, television would end. Like, there would be no more TV. You would not be able to get that shit off, but the thought of it would be absolutely hilarious.
No, that Jerry Springer joint.
No. What the fuck you mean you're black, you son of a bitch?
I can't be with no nigger. My family hates niggers.
I was watching a joint the other day where he had the Ku Klux Klan on. You know how he goes to the questions? He get a microphone to the one black dude. Black dude's like, he's like, I don't got a question. I just want to punch him in the fucking face. Jeremy's like, well, go down there. See what
see what it get you, Tyrone.
Yo, you can get none of that shit
You
off.
can't get none of that shit off.
Yo, I was just watching the joint. A clip came up. The kid was in school. They're like, what do a moo sound like? Like, moo. They're like, so what do a pig sound like? Raise your hands.
Raise your hands, you black son of a bitch. Hands.
You see those hands? Yo, shit.
You can't get none of that shit off no more.
Paul Booty was like, did you see they had little kids and they put them in front of little puppies. They had a black puppy and a white puppy and they asked the kid questions on CBS. They did like a Dateline special or whatever. He's like, did any of y'all see that shit? He was like, it was the most ridiculous shit I ever seen on television. They had little kids sitting there with a black puppy and a white puppy and they would ask them stupid ass questions like, what dog do you think would bite you? And the kids all crying and shit like, the black one. He was like, He's like, I wish they would have let me in and ask them kids some questions. Like, which dog looks like a serial killer? He said, the white one. He said, which dog tell lies, lock all the people up, then become president and keep all the money? The white one. Just complete idiot. But yeah, man, that shit real. It's like the things that we saw back in the day, you can't see none of it no more.
Hell no.
They just changed everything. They're just so people like those rants where Kanye, you get out of there quick. Where like back in the day, that was like that was just normal. Yeah. If you adhere to it, you do. If you don't, it's just okay. It's just over there. But we've reached a point where you can't speak if it's not in the confines of what we deem acceptable.
Yeah. Like you said a couple weeks ago on Patreon, like you could show a motherfucker anything. You can't say shit. No. You can't say nothing. No. Oh, you mean you thought about this and then verbalized it? You're out of here.
Yeah.
Man, I think all the sayings I used to say back in the day, I can't say none of them Jones.
No.
Yo, my homie has the funniest, I guess it's called a pickup line, but it's really sexual harassment.
Okay.
This motherfucker asked this girl in 2001. He said, yeah, you ever heard of a BLT, bacon, lettuce, and tomato? She said, yeah. He said, well, I got a BLD, a big, long dick. You will go to jail. You will go to jail. That is sexual harassment. Like,
because it literally
it's absurd. It is absurd.
It literally has nothing to do with the BLT.
No, there's no connection. There's
like
no
walking the dog.
There's no bacon. There's no lettuce.
Like I thought it was gonna be like a play on BLT or something. Yeah, like I just
call it a switcheroo. That's what they call it.
Funniest joint I ever seen. The boy was like a big boy. He said he cracked on the chick, and she was like, "Oh, you ain't my type. I'm into fitness." He was like, "Well, yeah, I'm trying to fit this dick." It was fucking nuts. I'm into fitness. But yeah, man, the world is just different now, and it's like, yeah, Kanye's crazy, but that's kind of what made the world. Could you imagine Idi Amin with a Twitter? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just normal.
Hitler with a Twitter.
Right.
Shit, we saw what Trump with a Twitter looked
Yeah,
like.
Trump with a Twitter was crazy as shit.
Free Trump. Bring Trump back.
Trump said he got another run in him too.
Hey man, I'm here for it.
Trump said
He might have the most black people vote for him ever.
That shit gonna be crazy.
You ain't coming back.
You gonna see mad MAGA hats at the motherfucking polls, dog. Black man, red hat.
Black man red with free PUA shirts on.
Free pool.
Free pool.
What you have over there about cities?
Oh, real quick, before we get into the second act of the show, I got some like city trends and stuff. Something I saw on CNBC that was really like kind of like eye opening. But real quick, shout out to our sponsor, Money Lovers. Money Lovers is a romantic crime thriller focusing on cryptocurrency thieves. In this film by Kyrie Terrell, you'll see a ruthless female hacker and a savvy detective go head to head only to fall in love and have to choose money or love. Stars include Tiffany D. McLeod, Francisco Joseph, Marco Rosario, Melissa Mahal Sheik, Nikki G. Hewitt, Richard Porter Nunez, and Kyrie Terrell himself. Get your tickets at moneylovers.eventbrite.com. The premiere event is going to be Thursday, 10/27, and then we coming right back Friday, 10/28. Again, to get the tickets today, moneylovers.eventbrite.com. I want to see plenty of people from TRPE Nation pulling up. Make sure y'all throw up on social media, tag me so I can repost y'all on the gram, Twitter, whatever, with y'all tickets so that I know y'all going to be in the building. I'm going to be in the building. Matt's probably not, but I'll be in the building.
No, I'm coming.
All right, Matt's coming. Me and Matt are in the building. You know what I'm saying? Let's clap it up for that. And shout out Kyrie Terrell, the whole Focus Studios team, for always supporting us, always rocking with us, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. TRPE Money Lovers. So, let me put this little timestamp in. There we go. So I saw something the other day on Twitter. It was basically like, under like the trending section or whatever like that. And it was from CNBC, the source is homebuyer.com. And it was the top 5 cheapest states to buy a house in 2022. And then from there, it kind of spawned some other trends or whatever about least popular places to move, median income, and blah, blah, blah. So I just thought it was real interesting, and I saved it. So it says, these are the top 5 cheapest states to buy a house in 2022. Iowa, median home price, $147,800. Income to mortgage ratio, 10.6%. Indiana, median home price, $141,700. Income to mortgage rate, 11.02%. Ohio, median home price, $145,700. Income to mortgage ratio, 11%. Nebraska, $155,800. Income to mortgage ratio, 11.19%. And then Kansas, $151,900. Income to mortgage ratio, 11.19%. This is interesting because these are all middle America, basically red states, where you have endless land, endless potential development or whatever, but they're not on like a main urban hub or whatever. So it basically illustrates the point that there's the northeast, there's the southeast, which is North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida. Northeast quadrant being New York, PA, New Jersey, the stronghold there. Then you have California, Texas, and then there's the rest of the fucking country. Yeah. And none of that in Chicago. none of the rest of this shit really matters because there isn't enough population, there isn't enough economic viability, and there's not enough money flowing through these communities and stuff in order to an establishment in order to command the same type of like home prices that you have in New York and New Jersey and PA and California.
It was Idaho. The most expensive property for sale in Idaho was like $14 million.
Yeah, in the whole state.
I'm like, that's a condo in Miami.
Yeah.
Like you spend that in Miami, you got a nigga on your floor.
That's on the 14th floor. You're not even
real shit.
You ain't even got that high.
Yeah, so it was very interesting to see. And it just basically illustrates the point that it's like you have, 4 or 5 quadrants, 4 regions rather of the country. And then everywhere else is just kind of like just people. You know what I'm saying? And this is kind of
19 million.
19 million. Okay. 19
million is the 10,000 square foot home in Ketchum, Idaho.
Ketchum, Idaho. Never heard of Ketchum, Idaho.
It sounds like they be catching them out there, and yeah. I don't want to go out there.
Yeah, but it's like nobody wants to live in these places because it's not enough fucking, development and shit like that. And then you see places like fucking Provo, Utah, and Park City, Utah, Salt Lake City having all of this fucking new urban development and technology and focus on like renewable energy and this, and this because you want to attract people to come where you are, where there's great tax benefits and corporate benefits and shit like that. Because if it ain't popping, the average person, white, black, Asian, Hispanic, or other, don't want to live there. Mm-hmm. Like if it ain't shit else going on, if it ain't no high quality of life as far as nightlife and restaurants and travel, and then the emphasis on social media and all that, people don't even want to live in these fucking places, and they don't.
You get a winter run with the snow.
Like I don't even understand how this is possible. But the home that we just talked about in Ketchum, 10,000 square feet. That's the most expensive home for sale in Idaho.
Yeah.
The most expensive condo for sale in Miami. How much is it?
52 million.
Well, you're close, boy. 59. 59 million. Penthouse 5152 at the
3,000 square feet.
At 3,000, nigga. The Estates at Aquilina is truly a sight to behold. Located on the sand in Sunny Isles Beach, this massive residence features 17,000 square feet of indoor space, another 3,100 outdoor space.
Holy shit.
22,000 square feet in a condo. What the fuck kind of condo?
60 mil.
60 of them things.
Damn, that ain't no goddamn.
Looking down 646 feet. So you basically 60
penthouse.
Penthouse, 64th floor, whatever. 360-degree view of Miami, 20-foot ceilings throughout.
You got the whole floor, basically.
Yeah. The estates have everything imaginable, 45,000 square feet of amenities, ice skating, bowling, Rolls-Royce house club, house car, beach club, and so much more.
I think what you call in that building? Grant Cardone.
Somebody in there.
No, I think I seen him in that joint.
You said that's in Sunny Isles?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Grant Cardone live in that joint.
22,000 square foot condo.
Shit.
My condo is 1,200, and we be in that joint chilling.
Right. Imagine if you had 20 times that.
20 of them.
This is on like a stack and some change.
Oh, like not trying to be funny. A big ass house is like 6,000.
Yeah,
that's a big house. Yeah. 20,000 in a condo is fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts, bro.
That's insanity.
Shit.
I didn't even think that was possible.
Well,
we need 25 more trucks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, congrats to us today.
Yeah,
man.
congratulations to us, man. We are officially in business. DJ MC Global. We can make the announcement and all that cool shit now. We're officially in business. We're in the trucking business. You know what I mean? We just got approved for 6 figures of funding to acquire our first truck. Had a great conversation with the lender today. They gave me some like tips and tricks, some little ins and outs, little insider information and everything. Explained to her that, I'm like a 15-year person that been in business, been in the bar business, entertainment business, nightlife, this, and this. Clothing, all this different shit. So I'm like a serial entrepreneur. So I understand business. Also explained that I have partners that are CDL drivers that are worked in transportation, logistics, and this. And she's like, oh, you'll be great. Like, So it's basically like, they laid the blueprint from the rip. Like, yo, you can go get whatever the fuck you want. Like, essentially, like
going shopping this
we going shopping this week. So we'll be hopefully fully functional, operational by November 1st.
That's the goal.
Which was the original target that we had. Get these trucks on the road. Get another one in like 30 to 45 days, and then just continue.
That's the
to
part I
fleet
love
up
the
and
most
repeat
about the
process.
approval. It wasn't just like look, we gonna look out.
Yeah.
You know, some of them approvals, like when you get an approval, but it's sketchy. It's like, look, we weren't supposed to do this.
Right.
All right, but you a good guy. Like when they start telling you about yourself, I like you a lot. All right.
Yeah, my M&T guy.
Don't fuck this up.
I wasn't supposed to get a second car note after paying 9 payments on the first car note.
Dog.
He like, let's see, it's coming on.
Yeah, when they start this
coming Thursday, I'm by myself.
this is the one right
No
here.
oversight.
This is the one right here. Look, man, shoot me straight. All right?
You ain't don't fuck this shit up, man.
Can you afford this?
Don't make me like an asshole, man. Because I'm looking at your shit, man. You have 49% debt to income ratio. 49, man. 30 is like the benchmark, nigga.
Yo.
What the fuck is going on? Talk to me.
Shout out to us, man, for everything we've done credit wise and talked about on the show. Shit actually
living
somehow
proof.
worked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we got approved tier 1. The lady was like, "Yo, listen, you get this John, 30 days, come back, bust you like it just no rap." And it's just like that's cool. You know what I mean? So, some big things we might Dan gonna put together an ebook. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it feels good. It's just like, all right, cool. Now we've crossed this milestone. Let's do something.
Yeah, this idea that we essentially had 4 months ago that formulated on this show right here is bearing fruit now. Like it's turned into something, and it's basically a thing where it's like, yo, they literally let us know, like, yo, within 4 or 5 days, y'all ready to go. Y'all got all y'all ducks in a row. 4 or 5 days, we ready to, you know what I'm saying? We had y'all truck. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can have this whole thing complete. You had your truck on a truck coming to you. You know what I mean? Gave us some resources on where to find them and everything like that. We pretty much got guaranteed work from day one. If everything still was what it was when we first talked about this, we got guaranteed work from day one, not to mention all the other sources. And our goal is to hit the ground running and just really rock out, 30 days in a row for the, with this initial, thing, man. And
patience. Patience is everything. A lot of y'all would have gave up after 45 days.
Oh yeah.
Patience.
Shit, I gave up. I gave up.
Gotta have patience.
So yeah, it looked cool. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Look
yeah.
cool, feel cool, pretty.
Roger,
decent.
if you're listening, let's get on these graphics, baby, these decals.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
definitely
saying?
gotta get that
started
shit
with
done.
that. Shout out my girl, man. We had like a big milestone for her business this week. I'm like a silent partner investor in her business, SLX Studio. She's got her new retail space open up in Havertown, PA. Y'all can follow the Instagram at SLX Studio. We got billboards running right now for her business down at Citizens Bank Park and in Crumlin, PA. We got 3 billboards total running. It's already ran probably like 100-something times or whatever today. It's going to be running until the 19th of October. So I got a 10-day campaign going on right now with that. So y'all see the SLX billboard with my beautiful brown queen on there. Make sure y'all snap a picture of it. Tag the page on Instagram at SLX Studio. They'll share it. And she got some booking specials going on right now for all the different services, waxing, brows, lashes, facials, and pretty much anything involving skin. She's, doing work for that, man. So shout out to her, baby. I'm proud of you. This is like a big milestone for that. Yeah, man. So it's like everybody's like business stuff is like coming together right now, man. It's like 10-10 was a good day.
Yeah, because trust me, the bills, they come together. They come together like Voltron out this motherfucker. But, yeah, no, it's cool. It's decent. And like I said, we can, like, document it. That's the coolest part, like being able to document the whole process of it and, just getting it all done. You know what I mean? Pretty cool. But what else we talking about?
Oh, yeah. So these other trends or whatever, one just kind of led into the other. So they had the 10 least popular states to move in 2022.
To move into
in 2022, which actually were not the states where the top 5 cheapest houses were. Number one, what do you think number one was?
Give it to me again now?
10 least popular states to move to.
10 least popular states to move to. Number one,
Chicago.
Wyoming. First off, Chicago isn't a state.
Illinois.
Wyoming.
No.
Okay.
Wyoming is not on the list.
Wow.
Not on the top 10.
Of places to not move
to not move to?
10 least popular places.
Arkansas.
Places you don't want to move to. Not on the list.
Wow.
Arkansas.
Not on the list.
Alaska?
Not on the list.
Okay, what's number 1?
Iowa.
New Jersey.
I was close. I said Pennsylvania.
Yeah, New Jersey. Number 2, California. Which we've seen about 500,000 people have moved out of California in the last 3 years. Number 3 was Illinois. So Dan, you was close. Number 4, New York. The highest fucking earned income taxes in the union under the Biden plan is like 55.8% or some shit like that. Miserable place to live.
Damn, really?
55.8%.
Yeah, they said Kyrie 30 million was only like 14.5.
Yes, that's a fact. California is second, 52 something point something percent.
So we moved to these places. We still going, I'm going to live here.
The whole key is to be a Florida resident.
Yeah.
Or a Texas resident, because it's no state taxes and it's no corporate taxes.
Right.
That's the whole goal. Yeah, so number 5 was Connecticut. Number 6, Utah. That kind of surprised me. Number 7, Maryland. Number 8, Rhode Island. 9, Louisiana, which Louisiana stinks. And number 10, Virginia. Commonwealth.
Virginia? What's wrong with Virginia?
There's a rising cost of living in Virginia right now, especially Northern Virginia, because of Amazon has a hub down there. I think in one of the A's, Arlington or Alexandria or whatever. Okay. They got a real big hub, so they've significantly raised the property value, and kind of killing the quality of life for a lot of people that live down there. My sister is actually moving. My sister Jada is moving to Arlington this week on Saturday. She's got a new job. She got her MHS from Temple, whatever, her undergrad from Drexel. So she's got a job down there. She's moving down there because the human services jobs in the DMV pay $30,000 more a year than they do in Pennsylvania. So at least if she moves there, she can afford her student loan payments and all of that shit or whatever. And then my brother's there too. So she got like my brother and his family is there. Him and his wife Tanya and my nephew Aiden, they're there, so she has like a support system of people that's right there for her or whatever. Okay. But overall, for the people that aren't, my brother makes 6 figures, so he don't give a fuck. But the people that were, making these meager salaries and shit, they're getting priced out of being able to live in Northern Virginia, like right there on the DC borderline.
Right.
So that's like, quality of life is dropping. It says another Joan. 8 cities where at least half of the millennials can't afford to rent a 1-bedroom apartment.
8 cities?
8 cities. What do you think some of the cities are?
Gotta be number
1. Yes, New York, and they bundled New York and Newark because apparently Newark is New York Junior, so it's the same rent prices.
New York.
Gotta be Cali.
San Fran.
Yep.
It's cities, not states.
Oh, cities.
You've been on flip sides both times. It's
Los Angeles / Long Beach.
Figured that. I'm gonna go
California, but Dan is right because California is heavy on the list. It's multiple places.
Oh no, I'm just saying we're saying cities, right? San Fran. I want to say
you gotta go South Beach.
South Beach, yep,
makes sense.
You know what surprised me? Orlando.
I swear to God, I was thinking Orlando
and Kissimmee.
Yeah. What you call it? Airbnb game is heavy down there.
Heavy down there. My parents got an Airbnb. My dad and his wife got an Airbnb down there in Davison.
Is Austin on the list?
Austin is not on the list. Austin is still affordable.
Okay.
California has 5 cities on this list.
San Diego on there?
Diego's on there.
San Diego, Los Angeles, San Fran, Burbank?
San Jose.
San Jose.
And Riverside / San Bernardino.
King of Birds was talking about how Riverside has been gentrified. And shit.
Yeah.
Have you been to fucking Riverside lately?
Riverside, motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like the average salaries annual income needed to rent a 1-bedroom versus the annual income of the millennial renters.
Okay.
LA, it's double. The people are making 36.6. You got to make 72.6 in order to qualify for an apartment. Miami, they're making 31.4. You got to make 52 to qualify for an average 1-bedroom apartment. Diego, 51,885 is the average salary. Almost 70,000 is what you need to make in order to qualify. Orlando, it's a little bit closer, but it's still pretty bad. 30,000 compared to 49,000 needed. Riverside is 31,000 compared to 48,000 needed. San Jose is off the charts. average salary is $68,000. So people are making a lot of money, but the salary you need to rent an apartment, 106,520.
Damn, for one bedroom.
For a 1-bedroom apartment.
They apartments are so fucking expensive out there. Like you figure like a 1-bedroom here, average Philadelphia, I was gonna say probably around like 14, 15, maybe.
Yeah.
Out there, average 1-bedroom is like 30 fucking 5.
Because it's the Silicon Valley effect of being in Northern California. San Jose, because people were moving there to avoid the immediate metro of San Francisco, they're higher than San Fran. In San Fran, people are making $63,000 a year. You got to make a bean on average to afford a 1-bedroom apartment.
That's that Newark Manhattan thing too. Like, y'all want to keep running over there?
And Newark Manhattan, even with the rent control, people making $45,000, you still got to make $72,000 to get an apartment. Bad. It's rough out here. It's terrible out this joint. Rough out this joint, bro. Craziness. And then the final graphic was you need to earn more than $80,000 to make ends meet in these 5 states.
You need to make more than $80,000
just to make ends meet
for all states.
For these 5 states:
New
York,
Cali, Texas.
Texas not on the list.
Texas wouldn't be on there. 5 states: New York, Cali, Florida.
Florida's not on the list.
Really? Well, yeah, as a whole, Florida.
Yeah, because you
got 2 metros, and then you got Alabama.
Right. Trying to think.
DC?
Nope.
New York,
York and Cali are back to back. They're 2 and 3. They're not even number 1.
They're not number 1?
Washington?
No. 2 of them, it's just so far out, you're not going to guess it.
State-wise?
State-wise.
Nevada? You can survive in Nevada on sucking dick.
Yeah, exactly. Turn some tricks. Turn some tricks. Hit a fucking hit a parlay or hit a fucking slot machine. Like you back in the game. You know what I'm saying?
I sucked 2 dicks. Took that 80. I put that on the fucking Eagles. They did they. I'm up
back in the game.
You know what I'm saying?
2 dicks in the parlay.
Yeah, 2 dicks in the parlay, bitch. Right. Oh, shit.
Someone stop killing y'all with the suspense. Hawaii,
okay,
Alaska, which Dan said earlier, and Massachusetts.
I wanted to say one of them Rhode Island ass places, but yeah.
Hawaii, you need to make the average living wage threshold is $133,000 a year.
Because it's all tourist shit. So it's like, yeah, you could charge what
everything
you want
is
for everything. Yeah. Plate a pig, nigga, $25. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. New York is 102, Cali is 95, Massachusetts 86, and Alaska is 85.
Right.
So basically, it's like if you can't come to Alaska, don't bring your broke ass to Alaska. You know what I'm saying? They got 24 hours of daylight. They got extended winter, but apparently, like it's expensive as hell to live out there, Joe. Interesting place. I know somebody that was actually doing travel nursing in fucking Alaska.
I do want to go though, just to experience the 24 hours.
Gotta go.
That's
yeah, I would love.
The fact that it's the United States, considering its positioning geographically, is just crazy to me. Like, fucking one of my homies was trying to order a car. He was so down bad. He's trying to order this Porsche. He's talking to a dealer in Alaska. I'm like, nigga, how are you going to get the car to Pennsylvania? I didn't figure that out yet. Like,
cargo ship.
Yeah, I said, but how are you going to get it across like the Bering Strait? Like, how are you going to get it to the continental United States?
I mean, they
had to put on a cargo ship.
Yeah, they running liners and shit. You know what I'm saying?
But he didn't know. Like nigga, you gonna spend $9,000 in transport fees.
It is kind of crazy that people just live in a life. Do you ever had them feelings when you go other places and see people like living?
Yeah.
Be like, damn, y'all really live here? Like, that's how I felt being overseas and shit. Like, being in the Middle East. Like, damn, these people really just live here.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I feel like the people that live, like, on Ocean Drive. I can see you living in Florida and Miami.
Right.
But right there, like, how do you just come outside?
Shit, Versace was doing it.
Definitely was just kicking it.
Oh, he was tricking, though.
Picking them boys up.
Picking them boys. That was prime boy area. Come on in here, boy.
Yo, niggas don't take that serious.
Picking up them boys.
You gonna sit on the step? Yeah, you're a nice little boy. Come on in here. See these gold flakes?
These gold fixtures.
Man.
Make you something to eat. Get you a frittata.
You got anything else you want to throw out there?
Nah, not really, man. It's been an interesting week. We're off to a good start. I was feeling so good. I was like, nah, let's get a show in today.
Yeah, he's
you know
really
what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get this on, man. I'm shooting to the Midwest tomorrow. I'll be back in a few days. Handle some business in Detroit. Call me Midwest C. Yeah. And I'll be back.
Oh yeah, Chad is executive producing my book, my re-release.
Okay.
That's a fact.
What was the name of it?
The Charges to the Game.
I think I changed the name because somebody had charged the game. But basically the same. Charged up.
Charged up.
Okay.
Somebody had charged the game. When I tried to get my ISDN number, whatever that was, I couldn't use it. So
Okay.
changed the charge.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a re-release. We're gonna do a pre-release through Patreon for the TRPE Nation. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be coming soon. We just getting a proofreader to go through, re-edit the book, restructure it for us. We're gonna put that back out. Yeah, I think that's it for right now, man. It's been a lot of positive momentum, man. I want to give it up for us.
Yeah.
Say thank y'all, brothers, for for staying patient, staying in the game with me while we get this thing done.
And for the DMs of encouragement. Like, yo, I can't wait till y'all get on. Like, yo, wait till da-da-da.
Yeah, I people like us, man.
Yeah.
It blows my mind all the time.
You know what it is? We don't bullshit people.
Yo, I had a conversation with somebody maybe about a week and a half ago at this point. I didn't bring it up in none of the previous shows, but you said it now. And she was like, wants to do podcasts and whatever, and she does it or whatever. She's been on a couple with her friends or whatever. And she was like, y'all just have there's something about y'all that like she's like, all my friends go crazy when y'all drop a show, and everybody listens to y'all and be like, yo, they're so good at this and this. And I'm like, I'm gonna be honest with you, yo, like, you kind of just gotta be like real. Like, you just have to be like yourself. Yeah. Like, whatever yourself. There are people who fucking hate me. It's okay.
Right.
Because there are people who love me. You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing. We, again, like the whole Twitter shit, like social media, we have this shit now where it's like everybody has to like what you're saying, and that's not reality. Reality is, like Patrice O'Neal said it best, when I speak, half the room is supposed to be enamored, half the room is supposed to be mortified. Yeah. That's the only way.
Shock and awe.
That's the only way. Half the people are supposed to love you, half of them supposed to hate you. It's the only way to have balance. And it's like we go through life now telling ourselves like, oh, I gotta be cookie cutter and I gotta say the right thing, and it's just
not gonna break through like that.
I tell everybody who be like, because people ask me all the time, like, yo, you want to come talk to the kids at the school? And I be like, I'll come. Yeah. But I'm not lying to them. That's the reason why, to me, the kids is just outrageous now. It's like, kids are geniuses. They're brilliant. They're smart. They finally figured out to where it's like, yo, I'm probably not going to be the president. Like, you know what I'm saying? So having me in a room when I'm fucking 9 and telling me to write an essay about what it'd be like to be the president is just bullshit, because there are only 46 of them in the history of the American earth. 33 people in this class. Yeah. I'm not going to be the president. But the reality is you could get a CDL and start a trucking company. You like sticking the fork in the fucking socket. You could be an electrician, a master electrician, and make $250,000 a year. You like doing hair. You should look into going into like, we lie to these kids and tell them that they need to learn algebra and who was the 18th president, instead of just being all the way real with them. And that's just kind of how it is in life now. Like, I watch, even at that Revolt Summit, I watch motherfuckers where it's like, I know that's not his real speaking voice. Right. I know that. You know how I know? Because the nigga came off the stage, was trying to get at the little bitch. He walked right past me. No, we can slide over some drinks tonight, have a good ass time. I heard him say that. I'm like,
hey guys, how you
doing?
doing?
That is not the voice you used on stage. So that's why the fuck it's not relatable.
It's like when Dave Chappelle was like, you ever catch somebody being fake and then you be on some fake shit with them? Hey man, how you doing? Hey man, what's up? Hey man. You be on some fake shit with them?
That's what we doing.
Like, yo, like, this is my real voice. These are my real thoughts. Yeah. This is what I really think, how I really feel. The same way I talk on the show is the same way I talk in real life. And I don't know how to change that. I don't know how to flip that. Like, the same way I'm goofy and play around, I do it on here, I do it in real life. I'm never going to come up here and sit and be like, yeah, I'm the thoroughest motherfucker. Because I'm not. Yeah. I joke around and play around all fucking day. You know what I did yesterday? I made fucking sliders. You know what I'm saying? That's what I did yesterday. Right. I didn't bust a brick. I fucking made sliders.
You bust Hawaiian roll?
Yeah, I bust them Hawaiian rolls over like. But people had this thing where it's just like they get in front of people and it's like, let me turn let me illuminate the show. And it's like, sometimes you just don't need to do that. Sometimes you are the illumination.
Yes.
And I've realized that over years where me talking is just, it's better than some people. You talking is just better than people. Dan being Dan is just, think about how motherfuckers like, no, I like the way y'all did it before, but Dan on it, because Dan being himself. This ain't no gimmick. This ain't no act.
Yeah.
And I watch people, especially in media, where it's just like the camera come on and I'm somebody I wasn't 35
Here come all the
seconds
fake
ago.
shit.
Here come all the nonsense.
Yo, you know what I found out this weekend? Shout out my man V, formerly of Mirage. He's now one of the GMs at Del Frisco's. We gotta slide down there and go get some dinner, go to Del's. I haven't been to Del's in a minute. He told me we have a huge, unquantifiable following on TikTok.
Who?
Us.
What do you mean?
People are taking clips from our show, 5, 7 seconds, 20 seconds, whatever, chopping it up and posting it on TikTok and reacting to shit that we say on the show.
Oh, I gotta see this.
He does not follow us on TikTok, but he constantly is seeing stuff from our show with us, whatever, and people remixing it or reposting, blah, blah. But the problem on TikTok is people don't tag you to nothing. So you don't, so we're not getting like the notifications or the traffic, but we are huge on TikTok.
It's interesting.
So that's why we just like Goldie said, we just gotta keep posting and just keep feeding fucking TikTok because you never know.
One Punch say too. Shout out, yo, One Punch. Let me tell you,
One Punch is the GOAT. Was One Punch at the show
of
Friday?
course. Yo, we on the floor. You know, it's a comedy show, so it ain't like a nightclub or like how we be in the lounge at the Sixers game. Like everybody's sitting down. The show had already, like Joey Wells is already on the mic. One Punch come in with his couple of people, whatever, and you know he walking slow to see who, and he looked over to see me. My guy, always on the scene, like I said the other night. He reached out, shook my hand, was like, "Let me make my way. I'll be back." And we burst out laughing. I was like, "You'll be back." like we had a comedy show. Like
I'm gonna go sit on stage.
Like you gonna go to your seat and sit down. That nigga said it like we was in the club. Like, well, I'll be back.
Yo, One Punch the GOAT, man.
One Punch is my dog.
He was out in Vegas for Floyd last fight, getting interviewed on the red carpet.
Dog. One Punch is the GOAT. That nigga did that shit. He's like, my guy, like I said the other night, you always where you need to be at. Let me go up here. I'll be back. And what?
Everywhere news. Shout out One Punch. Everywhere news.
Yo, but I'm like, mind you, everyone is sitting down.
Yes.
The only people standing are the event staff. And seeing people to their seats. He was like, I'll be back. Let me go up here. I'll be back. I was like, yo, One Punch is crazy.
The GOAT.
He was like in the first row. Like, One Punch is just everywhere. Like, that's my dog. I fucks with him, man. Good dude. But yeah, man, like I said, just like he said it though. And One Punch said it the other night perfectly. Like, just being yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes just being yourself is enough. It might take a while. People gotta, you might have to go through the nonsense. You ever watch Rocky V? That's with Tommy Gunn. Mm-hmm. They didn't like it because Tommy Gunn wasn't himself. He changed and started like moving this, that, and the third with the bull. And it was like, nigga, you ain't Rocky. Like when Rocky was super up, Rocky fighting under the L. Nigga, right. Rocky is Rocky. You ain't that. And sometimes you just gotta be yourself and just wait.
Ain't no doubt about
it. Sometimes you might have to play the weight game. But who you is who you is. That shit gonna show.
Straight up, man.
It's the truth.
And the more I just talk to more people that's in and around media, people that, are leaders of industry, people that's just getting started, people that's somewhere in between or whatever, it really makes me just kind of realize like, yo, we are in a real privileged position, man. And our level of support is serious, you know what I'm saying? And we got thousands upon thousands of people that engage with this content, share it, listen to it every single month. And I kind of realized like I was maybe suffering from like 1%er syndrome to a certain extent, where it's like because I digest so much media, I'm not realizing that even though I'm digesting a lot of media, it's from the 1% of the industry. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking at it like almost like from an envious standpoint, like, damn, we should be there. We need to do this better. Or not realizing these are the 1% people. Yeah. And when you actually talk to people like Troy Millings from EYL, other people that own podcasts and stuff like that, and you really dig into these numbers and stuff like that, and you realize like, yo, we not that far off. No. Like, we right there.
No. I dug deep into that shit because it started bothering me. I called like, yo, we all right.
Yeah, we not that far off. Yeah, we right there. Like, Justin hit me the other day. It was the Podfather. He was like, yo, more I'm thinking about this, like, we got an offer right now to move our hosting to another site or whatever, and they're going to do dynamic ad insertion on our whole catalog. And he's like, yo, the more I'm thinking about this, like, y'all might want to go to Libsyn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't even called him to flesh out the conversation or whatever. But it's like, and then when I talked to Chris from Podfest on Friday, he was like, yo, you are in position to where your next advertising integration is going to be huge. Like, it's going to be somebody that understands what the fuck you doing, that matches up to your demographic because you know who your audience is, and they're going to really fucking pay you a lot of money. He's like, it's right there for you. You know what I mean? He was like, you just need more exposure. He was like, and when y'all come, after y'all leave Podfest, you'll have all the exposure you need because I'm going to connect you with all these different people that are in a position to do promo swaps and this for y'all, and y'all going to blow the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, it's there because y'all base is already like a cult follower anyway. So I say that to say, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. We say this all the time. Y'all are the best part of what we do because y'all could give your time, energy, and attention completely to something else. True. And you don't. You don't.
People go out of their way to, like, tell us how good this shit is. Like, I was at the joint the other night, the Kevin Hart show. Motherfucker just randomly walking past me. I'm going down the steps. He's like, oh, fucks with the pie heavy, dog. I'm like, oh, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like, just, you don't have to do that. Shit, because I spoke to a nigga the other night. Nigga ain't exactly, you know what I'm saying? It's just, that's just what it is.
Nigga
like,
gave you a off look, a no look.
I don't see nobody. You know what I'm saying? Headshot.
Who's here? Where's niggas
Where
at?
you at? I'm everywhere. I hate y'all. But, yeah, man, at the end of the day, I'm glad we came back to the shit.
Yeah.
Because we both was the fuck over it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and just the way it's going, the way we're doing it, you know, I told you before, we've gotten this far with dedicating some time. We're trying to get it to where we can dedicate all the time because we'll have other things going on. That's the whole play of where we are.
Yeah.
Trying to get these other things established to where we can wake up and from the word go, this.
Yeah.
Because we're sitting on something. I know that. I've realized that.
And it's crazy. This thing has become so, like, omnipresent in evergreen because of just the constant
did
nature.
you get any pics today?
Yeah, he got some. Because of the constant nature that we're promoting this thing and it just being like so prominent. Somebody hit me up today with like a notable artist and was like, yo, what y'all doing? So I got this artist, like they gonna be in and around Philly and New York and this and this and this. I could bring them through and this and this and this and you know what I mean? Like, so people are starting to pass opportunities, you know, to us. And I'll be honest with you, because like I don't lie to my audience. Some shit costs money. Some costs a little bit of money. Some costs a little bit more money. Some stuff makes sense. Some shit don't make sense. But to even be thought of is good enough for me. Because it's a thing where like people understand like y'all serious about this shit and y'all are present in the moment of creationism and what y'all doing. And it'll be dope for me to introduce y'all to these other people that I'm working with or whatever.
No, that's
you know
real.
what I'm saying?
Like, it's real. It's yeah. I didn't think we'd be in this position going into the new year where it's like we're literally 1 degree removed from so many different things.
From everything and everybody.
It's just it's insane. You know, we got a play going on with a major network where it's like, you know, we could end up over there. We could end up doing this. You know, me and you have spoken back and forth about staying independent, you know, what that looks like, what it looks like going into a bigger situation. You know, would we take an exclusive content deal where we do radio and a podcast? You know, it's a lot of different things on the table and a lot of different things that we can get into.
And it's a good position to be in because when you own your shit, you can do whatever you want with it.
Do whatever the fuck you want.
You can license it. You can fucking do it. And you could do a integration deal where it's like you keep majority ownership and sell off another half to a bigger media entity. Like you could fucking create a whole new thing or whatever and keep this thing what it is and let that maintain its own integrity. Like you could do a lot of different shit, man. So it's a good feeling to be recognized for something that you poured a lot of fucking effort, time, resources, and money into, and know, like whenever I'm talking to people that are in the know around this industry, they're like, nah, y'all got something. Like this shit is about to happen for y'all.
Yeah, no, that's real. kind of needed to happen before the 27th. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, whatever. Like, but no, that's real though, man. We really appreciate the love, man, the support, everything.
Ain't no doubt about it.
You know, hopefully we can get that other Joan locked up this week for the January situation.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I got no complaints, man. I'm ready to get some more shit done.
For sure.
Holla back.
Peace.